Batterdays, Batterdays. Omnidog and the Minister of Comics talk forever, get right your ergonomics. Taking questions from the chat with a name like that, you think they talk more about the bat. Batterdays, Batterdays, Batterdays in the Batcave.
Good evening and welcome to Batterdays in the Batcave with the Minister of Comics. After a long needed rest, he is back, and I have to turn off my mail because it's making noise. Sorry. Taylor, how are you?
I'm doing great. Sorry guys, this isn't Tyler. It's the other guy. You know,
Yeah.
Gummy bears, loud noises, toys. I'm Tyler.
Nope, it's not a bait and switch. This is the real deal. This is the real Minister of Comics. Warren Weaver, yo, with a question. And are any of you excited for the Superior Spider-Man omnibus?
I'm excited for those of you who don't have that in your collection. I already had the hardcover, so I'm not going to get it, but I'm excited for everybody else. I am disappointed they're not just starting at the beginning of Dan Slott's run. That's annoying to me.
I get it. Yeah, it's a middle to the endish type of Omni to release. I think it's a great series. I read it in floppies. I haven't read it since it came out in floppies, and the OHCs, especially number 2, were incredibly hard to find. And
the complete collections are hard to find too, I think.
Oh, okay.
Those thick trades that they do, I think those, at least some of them are, I think.
So I'm glad for people that they'll have a chance to get the Omni. Warren, if you're excited to get the Omni, it's the first time in history we agree on something. It's like a red letter day.
Well, he didn't say he's excited. He's saying, are we excited?
Well, that's true. He said, are any of you excited? Maybe he hates it and wants to maybe he hates it and wants to hate on people. No, I doubt it. James asking an important question. How was your journey watching Dragon Ball Z with Tyler? If you want to see what happened with my watching Dragon Ball Z with Tyler, go to my Instagram, because I put up a reel today that has like 8,000 views already, which is unbelievable for me because I never put up anything. Yeah, if you want to see a very funny reel, go to my Instagram, which is omnidogs_vault. James, I'm sure you've already, well, you're asking the question, so maybe you haven't seen it. What the hell are you doing to me, James? Go to Instagram and check it out.
How many episodes did he make you watch?
Go to Instagram and find out, Taylor.
You don't tell us in the reel how many episodes you watched.
Just followed you on Insta, Jess. Loving the content over there. Thank you, Finn Grace. And yeah, Warren is excited.
Minister of Comics.
Yeah, that's right. Minister of Comics. He's even got it in his name. Look, here, I'll highlight him. Whoops, I highlighted myself. What the?
Wow, this is great.
I haven't done a show in so long, and I have had 5 straight days of calling someone Tyler. So forgive me if I call you Tyler.
I'm surprised you guys didn't do a show while he was here.
We jumped in Wednesday on the Omni Bros show and completely sent it off the rails. They were talking about pop culture, and we turned it into an hour discussion on cereal. So that, and the honest answer is, I was exhausted at the end of every day. We were going to do, Tyler and I were going to do a show last night, and but we were just exhausted. We did so much, and I'm trying to think why it was different when I visited you, because you and I did a lot of stuff every day too, but I didn't
Probably because you went back to your place and I went back to my place.
Well,
I wasn't with you like all night.
That's not that we are telling people. Yeah. Okay. That's a secret. Well, that's true. But even when I came back from the day Thursday, when we hit Third Eye Comics in Columbia Park, ate tacos, and then hit Third Eye Comics in Annapolis, I sat in the car exhausted, hoping I could make the drive home.
I also drove the whole time.
Oh, that is an important point because I drove the whole time too in a lot of traffic. That's a good point.
We drove a lot in Pittsburgh too.
We did. We went all over the place. That is a good point. You did do all the driving, and you took me back to my hotel to rest up, and then we'd go do something. So I did take breaks.
I was like Viggo Mortensen in Green Book the whole time. Or Morgan Freeman driving Miss Daisy, whichever you prefer.
Thank you. Okay, I get to choose from a guy that was a victim of racial prejudice, or I'm an old lady.
Jess was in the backseat with a blanket over his legs.
I'll take driving Miss Daisy.
Okay.
Because I'm that old kind of guy. Let's see. Terscotty's here. Hey, buddy. Lloyd Wong's here. He's not mad about Superior, but kind of wish that, like you did, that they had started a brand new day.
Well, because a lot of that stuff's out of print. That's what's annoying to me. Because I haven't been able to get brand new days out of print, or even well, I have Big Time and the Thick Complete collections, but brand new days hard to find. A lot
Big
of
Time's hard to find.
Some of Worldwide is hard to find. It's just the whole run's really hard to pick up for anybody. It's probably the top 5 most popular runs of the past 10 years for Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that they're not keeping it in print, to me.
Yeah.
But then we're getting this Planet of the Apes omnibus from Marvel. It's like, really?
Yeah. Big Time, The Gauntlet. I know the first Gauntlet book is way hard to find. New Ways to Live. I haven't tracked that. Origin of the Species. I haven't tracked that. What the hell book is that?
Isn't that Darwin? Origin of the Species.
Right. Yeah, what? How come that's a Spider-Man book? I think they're almost everything that he's put out is hard to find.
I'm trying to think.
And your argument, your argument is good though. That it's like one of the favorite Spider-Man, just boom, super long runs, and it's very odd.
I mean that and Jason Aaron Thor. That's like probably the 2 most popular Marvel runs of the past 10 years. I would think maybe Donny Cates Venom.
I was going to say Donny Cates stuff. Well, the Immortal Hulk, I don't think those are hard to find out, and it's an omnibus coming out for that.
There's only one more hardcover for that I can finally binge the whole series. I'm really excited to read that.
Me too. I did read the first hardcover, and it was awesome. So I'm really looking forward to finishing the whole thing. But your point is well put, that it's a way long run that people generally loved. I'm sure somebody out there didn't like it, but I mean, I think it was well received and a lot of people loved it. And all of it's hard to find. It's really weird. That's like a DC move. Hayden having a problem with what day of the week it is, but it's good to hear from him. You beautiful people. Glad to see Taylor back. Has just recovered from the Tyler tornado sweeping through his life for the last week. I'm going to put pics up on Instagram tomorrow of what the basement looked like before Tyler came and what the basement looked like after Tyler came.
Didn't he help you with some stuff? So it looks less crowded.
There's some carnage strewn about.
Yeah.
As far as Dragon Ball Z, I will tell you about. So James asked, and I think there was somebody else that. Where's the
important question about Dragon Ball Z? Is that Dragon Ball Z is known for long bouts of people just kind of talking on the sidelines and people going, ah. And so there's Dragon Ball Kai, which kind of shortens the show. Is that what you watched?
I didn't know. First of all, this was under protest. And it was this morning. And he said, okay, we're going to watch just the highlights of the first 6 episodes.
Oh, gosh.
So all told, I probably spent 20 minutes watching Dragon Ball Z. It was the first 6. And apparently, like, it's 500 episodes of nothing but filler, and then, as you say, Dragon Ball Kai or whatever shortens it up and tightens it up. So he showed me who Goku was, and Gohan, and Picklehead, and Picklehead, yeah, and the bad guy brother that comes down with the eyepiece. So,
Vegeta.
Oh, that's Vegeta.
Yeah, and Vegeta becomes a good guy by the end.
His brother from the brother from the planet. That was Vegeta.
Vegeta had the eyepiece in the beginning. He was bad in the beginning. Then he becomes a good guy. I'm not like super into Dragon Ball Z, but I watched a decent amount as a kid, and I remember the Vegeta stuff.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Well, there's Vegeta, then there's a taller, bigger guy. I can't remember what his name is.
Well, it's the very first opponent who's from his planet, and he's his brother. So he just had like a little green thing on his eye.
Raditz. Raditz. Oh, okay.
Raditz. That was the guy.
Because Vegeta had also had like the blue thing over his eye in the beginning. I don't remember.
I don't know. I watched the first and last DBZ. Peace and love to everybody.
Let's skip to the chase. What did you think about it?
He put it in context, which was actually good, because he loved this basement. I would wake up like at 8, and he'd already be down here for 2 hours watching Amazing Spider-Man and or the cartoon Spider-Man, and which I hadn't seen, and opening figures that I wanted. And he already this was great. I came downstairs one morning, and you know those diorama box cardboard things that we have, the one that you have and that I am. He set one up, and he had already posed the Sinister Six on top, and posed Spider-Man just sitting there drinking his coffee on top of the gargoyle, and there was all kinds of figures posed, and it was great. It was like a little kid on Saturday morning cartoons. He was just, or Christmas morning, he would just bomb down here and just start having fun, which was great. I totally enjoyed it. And where am I going with this? Oh, he put Dragon Ball Z in context for me, because he showed me the Spider-Man cartoon first, and he said, well, there was no blood. It was just fights. And then all of a sudden I see this Dragon Ball Z thing, and they're getting killed right and left, and there's blood and there's everything. And he was blown away by it. And I go, okay, I get it. That's cool. Can we go to Krispy Kreme now? So, it was like that. If you grew up watching it, I think it's cool. Peace and love. I'm not going to get into it, but I am totally going to get into Spy Family, which was an anime that I saw the first 2 episodes for, and it's super fun. So I have a regular Crunchyroll account, which doesn't let me watch it. Tyler mirrored it off his phone. Excuse me. So I am going to watch Spy Family for anime. So that's kind of a point in his favor that he got. Gio's been, of course, after me for 7 years to watch anime. And so what's his name? Tyler got me to watch anime.
Well, just remember, Tyler made you sit through Dragon Ball Z. Well, we got to enjoy Batman animated series, which we both enjoyed. So,
oh, that's true, and I gotta get back to that. I should just put. Okay, wait. I'm gonna put it on my phone to start watching that tomorrow.
If we can get to that episode by the end of the year, that'd be great.
Okay.
It's only been 3 years.
It's just
my kids
on the radar.
My kids will be in college. My kids will be in college by the time we do that.
Okay, I added it at 8 a.m. I'm definitely. It's just falling off my radar, but I love it. So
Warren Weaver is all I love things tonight. This is great, Warren.
Here's Prisco, my buddy. Chris Brogan, my buddy. Happy Wednesday, Journey. Just followed you. And it's yes. Hi, how are you doing? Okay, wait.
Lloyd Wong has
Andy from the UK. Oh, he just woke up. Okay. Guzzbuzz, the pic of you watching DBC was hilarious. Thank you. We agree on that. Good. I am going to consider Death Note after Spy Family. Peace and love, peace and love. I will consider it. Let's see. Wait,
Lloyd
a
Long
little
has
bit.
a good question. 813. That's a very important
813.
question to answer.
Lloyd does
Yeah, 813.
this one.
Yeah.
So Omar has been barred from the Batcave, and Taylor's welcome back. What about Tyler? Tyler's welcome back anytime. Anytime. So is Taylor. Tyler, as long as it's not together, because then I'll have to, I have to call them nicknames because, man, their names are too close together.
If I hadn't started my new job this week, I would have come down for a day or two.
Oh, that would have been so fun.
Yeah, this was a bad week for it, but maybe someday.
What's with all of the toys in the pic with Tyler? Can you, well, Tyler's a toy photographer and loves toys. And I also collect toys. I take pictures randomly of them, but not like Tyler does. I just like having toys. So Tyler's a big toy collector and toy photographer. And he came to visit basically to play with all my toys and also go on adventures. Here's Dom. What's up, buddy? Always a pleasure to catch you live here in sunny England. What's going on?
Did you take him to the restaurant we went to whenever I was down there?
I did not, because he hates seafood.
Oh yeah, he lives in Mississippi and he hates shrimp. How's that possible?
I
told him you have to have a po' boy. He's never had a po' boy before.
I was going to take him there, and then
the best po' boy I've ever had. I've been to New Orleans. I've been down south. The best po' boy I've ever had is in your hometown in Virginia.
Yeah, we were going to go to that restaurant. When we got tacos, I had a shrimp taco, and I made him look at it. Look, Tyler, shrimp.
I love shrimp tacos.
Oh, it was so good. Let's see. Okay, Raditz, right? Jess, I feel it. No. Peace and love, Damon. No. Not watching Dragon Ball Z. I'm glad kids grew up loving it. Not for me.
Ooh, I have a good comic recommendation for you. If I have to mention, Jess.
I am listening.
I know you're a hard case crime comic fan.
Yes.
I read a book called Breakneck that was really good. It's about a normal guy who finds out that his wife is having an affair, and he tries to confront the guy at the hotel room, and he gets embroiled in a terrorist attack while he does so.
Whoa!
It's really thrilling and funny at the same time. I think you'd really. I read it in like 40 minutes. It's a really quick read. It's
a comic or a novel?
It's a comic. It's a hard case crime comic because they have the novels too.
Yeah,
but it's on Hoopla, and you'd really enjoy it.
Okay,
Breakneck, one word.
Okay, books to David New Crime Hoopla books. Okay, wait.
I do want to read that Frank. Was it Frank Morris after Alcatraz or whatever? Frank Lee.
Oh yeah, Alcatraz? That looked good.
I still need to watch Escape from Alcatraz. That's a movie that's out of my cinematic knowledge I should watch.
I loved it. That was a great Clint Eastwood movie.
But I was telling Jess, I've been listening a lot to the Bullet soundtrack. Now that is a great soundtrack, Jess. I know you're not collecting vinyl anymore, but man,
is it on vinyl?
I'd have to look, but man, you would love that score.
I'll at least listen to it on Spotify.
Yeah, you at least check it out. Whenever you're reading Breakneck, listen to Bullet.
Okay, Breakneck. Okay, just a sec.
Breakneck, one word.
Breakneck. And did you see the latest crime novel recommendation from Brubaker? I just subscribed.
Yeah,
and he has.
I saw it. I can't remember exactly.
It's a hard case crime novel.
Let me look.
Okay.
Oh yeah, The Next Time I Die.
Yeah. I figured you'd want to. Want to.
The next book I'm reading is a Max Allan Collins book. He did Road to Perdition and all that.
Yeah.
So it's the Quarry series that he did. It's about a hitman. He does a bunch of hard case crime books and that. So I'll definitely read The Next Time I Die because Ed Brubaker did recommend it.
Yes,
if he enjoyed it, I'm sure I'll like it.
What the basement looked like after Tyler came. I hope you kept the plastic on your books. Plastic stayed on my books, but he helped me unbox a bunch of toys. I had an insane amount from last summer that I hadn't unboxed, and he helped put together the Build-A-Figures and stuff like that. So it was great.
Ooh, Jess, here's a figure that you should get. The Grifter.
I don't have it.
Look how awesome this knife is.
That is a cool knife. I just got the gun pack from McFarlane Toys.
That's why you should get this. He would look great with that.
You're right.
I do need to order that. I forgot to order that.
Yeah, it's not expensive. It's really
like $15 or something.
Yeah, and it came with a ton. Actually, it's right here. You talk about something interesting. I'll be right back.
Let's see what we got. Oh gosh, you didn't give me any time. Well, that is an awesome figure, and I do need to get him some guns, but I do like that sword, and I do like that knife. McFarlane has this new rule now where they're not having any guns with their figures, but they're selling a gun pack. I guess that's okay. I'm guessing they're not going to be selling the gun pack in toy stores. So that's how they're able to justify it, I guess, because they don't want to sell guns with their figures like at Target or something. I don't know. That's like a new mandate from them over the past year. No guns with their figures. Because
all those, what was that Batman that was all weaponed up?
Oh gosh, yeah, the
Grim Knight.
He has at least 50 guns on him. And Jason Todd, the Red Hood, I love that figure. He has 2 guns. Who else has guns? Oh, Thomas Wayne, Batman.
These are the guns that come with.
I definitely need to get that.
Yeah, it's like $15.
You love the long revolver from the Batman movie, so you should put that with the Joker figure. Didn't you always hate that from the movie?
I did hate that. He's got a.
But it's so funny though. It's a funny Joker moment.
That pissed me off that he could take down the Batplane with a gunshot.
It's a Tim Burton movie. Just go with it.
I know, but why?
Now, if that happened in the Batman or the Dark Knight, then I'd be annoyed.
Well, I guess that's true.
You kind of go into these different movies with a certain set of expectations or suspension of disbelief. And in that one, it's a little bit more fantastical. So you just kind of go with it. In a world where the Penguin has black blood, the Joker can shoot down a plane with a handgun.
I love the Insta story of Tyler eating just bedtime manga. Was that on? Now Tyler did a ton of Instagram stuff. He's at SSD Toys, so he put. I just posted stuff, but he did like 3 reels a day.
He doesn't need the follows. We do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, he has like 11,000 followers. We don't need to give him more attention.
Here's Kenny with a compliment. Jess, your Instagram and also Taylor's is super amazing.
Thank you.
Where would Crypto's Den be without Kenny? Because he puts up all the toys, all the interesting news. I think I should probably turn over my adminship to Kenny. He does way more on that page than I ever do. Blow Zeros, happy Batterday. Thank you. Oh, Panels of Joy. How's it going? Hi, guys. Do either of you own the Lobster Johnson omnibus? I just picked up Witchfinder. Sounds like Taylor does. Hellboy, The Secret Histories, and Lobster J. Great quality build books. Lovely HCs.
That's somewhere. Oh, gosh. I feel like Jess right now. It's somewhere.
It's somewhere?
I know I have it, and I read it. I don't know where I put it. Oh, crap.
Not in your independent books?
I think it's in my stack of shame.
Oh,
stack of shame right there.
Yeah,
it's somewhere in there. I think.
Okay. There's that stack. That's a good stack of shame.
Thank you.
I did not. I mean, I read all of Lobster Johnson, and some of them were out of print, so it took me a little bit of time to put them together. So I'm sticking with the trades.
I found it.
Oh.
It's under a huge pile.
Oh, nice. But yeah, let's see that's a nice looking spine. Marvel, pay attention.
Yeah, I think Dark Horse definitely has the best put together hardcovers.
Building wise?
Yeah, best built. And for price per page. As Tyler would say, price per plastic. I'll say price per page.
Price per page.
Well, I know inflation's affecting everybody, but Marvel's really milking it right now, like hardcore milking it for the stuff that they're making you pay for. Like this, okay, I really enjoyed the Strange Academy stuff on Hoopla. Screw that hardcover they're coming out with. $100. I think it's $100, isn't it? I think it's or $75.
I think it was $75.
$75 for 6 issues. and then 6 issues black and white or something.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Marvel. That's terrible. I am not buying that. I encourage no one to buy that, because you know what? If you buy that, they'll do that more. And I don't want them to do that anymore, because that's really annoying.
That's the harshest language I've ever heard from the minister. Screw Marvel. That he's got very visceral feelings on it. So, and I didn't upgrade Witchfinder either. For some reason, I upgraded Abe Sapien, so it looks awful. It's like trade paperback, hardcover set, but whatever. I love Lobster Johnson, Witchfinder, and Abe Sapien. So I don't know.
What can you do?
What can I do?
We're not upgrading anymore, so you have to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, I have been itching for some new Omnidog content, and it gets no better than Batterdays with Taylor. Can't watch live, but look forward to watching this later. Thank you, Ex Olympus. Peace and love. Have a great day, team. I am feeling a little bit better. It's not day to day. It's more hour to hour. Like I'll have a 3 hour, because I won't dwell on it, but I gotta, I have a pain pump, and then I get an extra hit every 4 hours. It only lasts for 3 hours, and then I spend the last hour in agony. So I'm working with my doctor so that I don't have to go. We're trying to figure out how to make it so the boluses, it's called a bolus, how they can last longer. I just did one, and I set my timer for, it's probably going to go off during the show. But I'm generally feeling a lot better. So now I'm now that Tyler's gone, I'm hopeful that I can put up more content. And so there's that. I won't dwell on it. Wait, I already showed that. Kenny watched Man of Steel. Ooh, on 4K ultra high def Blu-ray. That's a series I have only seen the first episode, and I want to see way more.
I think he was talking about the Man of Steel movie.
Oh,
but you're talking about the Superman and
Oh, Man of Steel. Okay, I think I have that. I think I have a set of that.
Isn't that one like hard to find? Oh no, it's the vinyl that's hard to find, right?
Oh, Man of Steel?
Yeah, isn't that expensive now?
Once I have a vinyl, I don't check because I'm never going to sell it.
I thought you told me that a while ago. Maybe I missed. Maybe Tyler told me that. It was one of you two.
It's possible. I got a set of. Oh, I got the. Okay, don't yell at me, those of you Snyder haters out there. I got a Snyder set of 4K Blu-rays of Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, and the Snyder cut of Justice League, which of course I still haven't seen. Patty leaves for a week in 2 weeks, so I'll be on my own again. It'll be week of Omnidog number 2 for this year.
Every time your wife leaves, your abdomen decides to be a jerk.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm hoping. Let's hope that's not the case this time. So hopefully you can get some more stuff accomplished.
When Taylor says that, he means I get in pain and I'm sick and have to stay in bed all day. So yeah, that's right. Every time she leaves. So yeah, I hope you're right. I hope so too.
But you can say what you will. You say what you will about those movies. The scores are awesome. So those are great things to have on vinyl.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, peace and love, Flash. Thanks. Koo, I'm not even going to put that comment up because I so disagree with it. And this is my show. How many boxes of cereal did Tyler eat at your house? Over 9,000? Hashtag Dragon Ball Z reverence. Unfortunately, we only ate cereal the first night. He had 6 bowls of Cinnamon Toast Crunch and I had 4.
What did we eat when you were over? I think we had Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And then what else did you buy?
Oh, gosh.
You got the Elf cereal, but we didn't
oh, yeah. I left the Elf cereal there.
You got Cocoa Pebbles.
Yeah, but Tyler doesn't like any chocolate cereal, so I didn't get it.
Man, do you like Reese's Puffs?
Yeah.
I love Reese's Puffs. That's one of my favorites.
I think I picked that up and brought it over.
Oh, did you? I couldn't remember.
Yeah, because that was your favorite. Yeah.
That's what my favorite cereal used to be, because they changed it. Now it's garbage. It was Rice Krispie Treat cereal. Rice Krispie Treat cereal.
Oh.
It was my favorite as a kid, and then they changed it. Now it's horrible. They changed the recipe.
Oh.
which is a problem. It's like when
Uh,
they changed the green Skittle from lime to apple, and
oh.
it threw out the taste. It threw out the Skittles taste for me. I still eat Skittles, but man, that still makes me mad 15 years later.
Thank you, Call Me Top Gun, for saying this. I appreciate it. Spoonful of Brody with a point. That's a point. You're making a good point.
Now they can't do Conan Omnis, so that's good news because there was a lot of effort and a lot of paper put into Conan for many years.
For many years, yeah. So now they're going to do Planet of the Apes.
That's crazy to me. It's like, come on, all the things that Marvel could put out. Why are they putting out Planet of the Apes? Get me my Greg Rucka Punisher omnibus.
Exactly.
I can't find the 4th trade or the Warzone trade.
Oh.
Those ones are hard. The other ones I can find, but I don't want to find the other one. I don't want to buy the other ones until I know I can get all of them.
Yeah.
I'll be stuck with them.
Lloyd asked, "Did you guys haul anything at Third Eye?" I hauled 1 book, 2 books, and Tyler, who, if you watch his Instagram, you will see, bought a bunch of Dragon Ball Z stuff that I had no idea about, like Dragon Ball Z energy drinks, Bob Ross energy drink, Bob Ross mints. Third Eye in Annapolis has a monstrous selection of imported from Japan candy and all kinds of candy, and 2 huge soda refrigerators. And so he bought a bunch of candy and a bunch of, he did get a couple of figures that I don't remember. Tyler spent like a lot of money, but used my discount, and I was happy to give him my discount. But he bought way more than I did. I just bought a couple of books at the new one at Columbia
You were
Park.
like me. You were like me on our trip, where you spent a ton and I spent little. And you were like me on this trip.
But I gave him my discount the same way I gave you my discount.
Well, I guess you're the friendly discount guy.
I am the friendly.
Here's the question. I saw him post all this stuff. How did he get it all home?
I'm shipping it to him.
All of it? That's gonna be expensive.
Yeah. I'm shipping it to him.
Wow.
Yeah.
You might as well send him a suitcase and have him ship the suitcase back.
Well, I sort of said that, and he thought about it, but it just got forgotten. And I don't care. I have tons of boxes. I go to the post office every day, so it's all right. And I am so far behind on comments. I'm so sorry, guys. Donny Cates Venom, Donny Cates Thanos I enjoyed, but I never read his Venom. Just don't get me started about Planet of the Apes, says Sir Scotty. I could think about a few hundred things to put in Omni before freaking Planet of the Apes.
I do need to buy that Planet of the Apes Green Lantern crossover you told me to get.
You sure do.
It's always right in front of you somehow.
It is always right here. Such a fun read. You will so love this.
I do need to get that.
Yeah.
But the Omni is a no-go for me.
Yeah. Contain chunk of slot error to test the waters with in terms of sales before printing the entirety in omnibus.
I mean, Omar is in Marvel's ear. I'm sure he's told them a million times. People will buy this, but if they're not listening to him on that, that's their bad, because I'm sure he's told them. That's a guaranteed sale for all that entire run.
Oh, sure.
Everyone would buy that. So you might be right, Hayden. But I'm just saying, I'm sure Omar's told Marvel, but if Marvel's doing that for that reason, that's not a good reason.
Aku says, everyone talks about Case Thanos run, which was phenomenal, but it wouldn't be the run without Lemire's run prior. Bam. I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, I think that Cates has a better story, but I did really enjoy Jeff Lemire's run. You should definitely read it.
Yeah. Okay. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball. 90s animated. Yes, he showed me a couple episodes, and I can see why you guys dug it. Jess, what is a great Stargirl figure to pick since there has not been one released from her TV series yet? That is a good question. I only have a Stargirl statue right over there. Where am I pointing? She's
I see her now. Okay. Yeah. You were pointing at the red figure for a second.
That's Jesse Quick. There's
Okay, now I
Stargirl
see
right
it.
there. That's not the TV version. So, I mean, I haven't seen a Stargirl figure that I know of, but I mean,
it would be McFarlane. I don't think they've done
yeah,
that.
and it'd be the TV version. So, Death Note, Spy Family. Wait, somebody's busting me on how I pronounce Spy Family.
How could you pronounce that wrong?
No, I think I left out something. Death Note. Happy Saturday to the artist formerly known as Jesse Say What. Who the heck is Tyler and Taylor for people? Tyler is SSD Toys on
I'm
Instagram.
Taylor.
He's Taylor, the minister.
Who the heck are you?
And Taylor's the minister of comics, and Tyler came for a visit for 5 days, and it was a ton of fun. Oh, here's Farhan. What up, buddy? The best bromance couple on YouTube. Peace and love from Malaysia. Thank you. Kenny, I am not caught up on Stargirl. Girl, I want to catch up on Lois and Superman first.
I'm pretty sure that question will be answered as no with any show you bring to his attention.
That is. Oh, you know, I thought so too. I thought it was Spy X Family, and stop calling me Cass Pop Gun. I thought it was Spy X Family, but Tyler kept saying Spy Family. So okay, and don't shake your head at me, you little spud. Sounds like you guys are having fun. Need to dip out and do some grocery shopping. Thanks for just stopping by, Flush. I appreciate it. What's with all toys? Blah, blah, blah. Who the heck is everybody? Death Note's so good. I need some good crime noir comics. Is there anything you would recommend? Okay, in my library, Taylor and I did a bunch of Crime Corner episodes. If you want to go into the Omnidog library, under Crime Corner, we had a ton of recommendations, and Taylor is now too busy, has a new job, new kid, everything else. So he had to dip out of Crime Corner, and now I am doing it with someone else who is in the show. It's going to be tomorrow afternoon, depending on how I feel. I don't know what time it is, but Taylor can give you his top 5 crime comics right now. Go.
I almost don't want to say everything Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips because I mean everybody tends to know about that. Because
But this guy doesn't.
Oh, he doesn't. Okay,
Finn,
well,
do you know about Brubaker and Phillips?
I mean, everything by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips, like Criminal, The Fade Out, Incognito, Killer Be Killed, fantastic stuff. Jason Aaron's Scalped is a great series. You have to read that, Jess. I didn't even finish that yet.
Yeah, I haven't. I get stuck on book 2 and can't finish it.
A book that I recommended yesterday on my Instagram that Jess and I both read and loved is 8 Million Ways to Die, which is an adaptation of the great crime novel by Lawrence Block. It's definitely one of my favorite crime novels of all time. Really great premise, some great meditations on life, a really emotional ending.
Yeah,
I think especially for you, Jess. I know you really particularly enjoyed the ending. I know that
hit me hard. Yeah,
the ending moved me as well, and that's definitely a book that more people need to pick up. 8 Million Ways to Die by Lawrence Block, is adapted by John Snyder III.
There you go, Finn. Here's Lionheart. What up, Jess and Taylor? My older brother and cousins tried to get me in Dragon Ball Z. Didn't work. My taste in anime is selective. I love fighting game related anime. Okay. And then there's some recommendations for anime of like that. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Z. I pre-ordered a McFarlane Constantine figure, which I'm excited to get. I don't know that I've seen that. I
saw it and didn't like it.
Okay, I'm have a Constantine, but I don't know.
I hope to see it in person because sometimes with McFarlane, you just see it in person. So you really know if you love it.
Here's a good question from Lloyd. Sounds like you guys feel really high on the hard case line. Are they all graphic novels? Or are there prose in the line? I've only read the graphic novels. The interestingly titled Minky Woodcock series is great. There's 2 books from Hardcase on her. I love Minky Woodcock. She's such a great detective.
Wasn't there a movie called that? with Billy Bob Thornton, not Minky, but I can't remember. It was like him as like a gym teacher or something.
I don't know. It sounds
and
funny.
The Napoleon Dynamite guy was in it too, I think.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
John
before he stopped being hired for anything.
He was great in Blades of Glory.
He had like a 5-year window where he was hired for everything, and then nobody ever hired him ever again.
He was great in Blades of Glory.
Well, they're mostly prose books. They have I think 150 plus books where they reprint old books of classic writers like Donald Westlake, Richard Stark, who was his alter ego, Lawrence Block, James N. Cain. But they also publish new books. Actually, the best book I read this year was a hard case crime book. It won the Edgar Award, which is like the Crime Academy Award for Best Novel. That's 5 Decembers. Best book I've read all year. Recommend to anybody who's willing to read a prose book. But they also have a good line of crime comics as well that Jess and I both enjoy.
Yes. Who have more epic or theme music, DC Comics or Marvel?
DC.
I was going to say Marvel.
I would say DC because they have Hans Zimmer. They have.
Well, it says epic superhero theme music.
I mean, the Zack Snyder movies, again, like I said earlier, you can say what you want about them, but those scores are epic by Hans Zimmer. And
that's true.
That Michael Giacchino score for the Batman, that might be my favorite Batman score. I think my favorite will always be Danny Elfman's Batman because that's my childhood, but this one's really close. It's really, really good.
I will just throw out, I loved the theme music for Endgame. So for Avengers Endgame. But yeah, you're right. Now that I think about it,
Alan Silvestri did a great job with the first Avengers and Avengers Infinity War and Endgame.
Right.
Both he did Back to the Future. He's a great composer. I think sometimes Marvel scores can be very samey, where it's like there's nothing distinctive about them, but there are some that really do stand out. And I think you're right. Endgame does really stand out.
I'll tell you something no one should get that I got because, of course, I love Margot Robbie and Suicide Squad. I got the Suicide Squad soundtrack, and
oh boy,
it is. Tyler and I listened to it the first night, and I had to take it off. We were both like, "What the heck is this?" It was the second side was so much annoying yelling.
The score or the soundtrack?
No, it's the soundtrack.
Okay.
I don't think the score has been put out yet, which I will get. But the soundtrack was a bunch of songs I don't even remember from that movie.
The whole movie was needle drops, though. It was like way too much. And it was like every 2 minutes there was a needle drop, and it was like, I mean, I love good needle drops in movies, but not 100. It was like 20 of them.
The second side, okay, it could be a age thing, except Tyler hated it too, and he's 30 years younger than I am. It was just so much annoying beats yelling. It was like, I'm like, what is this? So it could be an age thing. I don't know, but he hated it too. So I took it off.
Jess is going to be releasing a new scat album where he's bebopping scat. And y'all want to buy that in a couple months.
Oh my gosh, Lloyd Wong, thank you. Always with the plugs. Thank you, buddy. Edited in. $2 off with code Omnidog at organicpricebooks.com. Lloyd Wong, always good with that. And 5% off shipping 3 or more books together with code Omnidog. Ship it together. Thank you, Lloyd. He knows my show better than I am. You need to be my producer. This was a long ago comment, 20 minutes ago, but it's super funny. When you were looking for what Lobster Johnson. Is it right in front of you like those Wonder Woman books Jess couldn't find? That is funny.
That's a deep cut.
That is a deep cut. That's from a while ago.
That was over the course of like 5 shows too.
Yeah.
Or something where you couldn't find it. It was like legitimately right in front of your kneecap or something.
Yeah, it was.
For some reason, every single time I bring up a book, it's always right in front of you. It's never behind you. It's never to the side of you. I don't know how it happens to be there.
It's all right here in front of me.
That's your recent books though, so maybe that's why. Because I'm talking about more recent books.
Yeah, That's a good point. Dom has a compliment for you. You read it.
Awesome. I'm picking up 8 Million Ways to Die thanks to Taylor's review on Instagram. Yeah, it was from yesterday. Looking forward to reading it. If you don't like it, I'll be very surprised.
Warren still needs to get Lobster Johnson. I'm way behind. Oh, Wonder Woman has an epic score too.
Oh yeah, the first one. Yeah.
Wish it had more Scorpion, but still awesome.
I'm trying to forget Wonder Woman 84.
I have the score, and the score is good, but
the movie that movie was like prime for us to love it because it was during the first year of the pandemic when like no movies came out. So my wife loved the first one.
Yeah,
and she doesn't always love superhero movies. She likes some. That one she was so excited to watch. It was, first of all, it was 2.5 hours long, which isn't that bad if you love the movie, but if you don't like it, it's the longest time of your life. But man, that was a rough movie. That was a rough movie.
And it could have been so much better, but I'm just wondering, how did they not figure out that Chris Pine taking over another guy's body? Let's switch things. How about if it was Superman and some girl took over another girl's body?
Oh, that'd be bad.
Great.
But if it was switched, if it was a woman, that movie would have been like picketed. People would have boycotted it.
Hashtagged.
It's pretty messed up. There's a lot of things in that movie.
Yeah.
Like whenever he's calling his son's name, and he's just wandering around, his son just walks out of the woods randomly at the end. It was like, oh, where'd that kid come from? I was hiding in the woods behind the White House. How did he get there? The whole movie was just weird.
Yeah, it was, except I did love two things. Those are the only two things. When she was roping the lightning, that was boss. Mm-hmm. And then when she wore the golden armor, I love the golden armor. Cool. But that is a minute out of a 2.5 hour movie.
Even the Linda Carter stuff was like, that could have been cool. That could have been cool.
That could have been.
They should have been interacting or something, or doing something, or have her be a part of the plot or something. But have her just randomly catch a telephone pole or something at the end. If I'm spoiling this movie, I'm sorry. It was over 2 years ago, or around 2 years ago, and nobody liked it. So whatever. Yeah,
you're not spoiling it. Here, Guzzbuzz has a good point from 20 minutes ago. I mean, DC asking 175. That is for the 52 omnibus.
That's
the reach as well. I fear that we are headed for the $200 omnibus at some point.
I'll just be out of the game by that point. I'm just gonna. I'll just take my ball and go home and be happy with what I have. If it gets to that point, and just only buy the stuff I really, really want, like Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips stuff.
Yeah,
I'll always buy that, but I can't do it.
At some point, there will not be a paper shortage, and we'll get prices back down on paper. But that's my hopeful feeling that we're gonna, basic economics says the price will meet demand eventually. Demand will come up to price, and we'll get equalization. The ports will empty out. COVID will just become part of our lives that, hopefully won't you catch it. It'll be like a mild cold. The Ukraine war will somehow stop. There's a lot of factors here that have gone into the price inflation on paper. So it's gonna level off. But if they make that 175 stick and people buy it, then that gives them the leverage to jump it up. I mean, those Green Arrow longbow hunter things, those were like 150. I have an uneasy feeling that once you get a high price and it sticks, they don't ever bring it back down. It's not like gas where it's built on supply and demand. It's like they will stick that price on there and it will stay. And I'm not made of money. 175, even if it gets discounted from organic priced books, is still expensive. So
yeah, I can definitely see a point in the next couple of years where I really cut back. I mean, I already am cutting back spending, but even more so, like just like several things a year.
Yeah. Okay. I'm catching up. Marvel made the minister say the S word. This is serious business. We can't stand for this. Boycott Marvel HCs.
But yeah, it is more across the board with both of the big two.
Tasty Melon, how's it going? Murder Falcon hardcover was built perfectly, opened right up with no gutter loss. Oh, the minister reaching for something. There it is.
I didn't have this on my list for tonight, but this is a great Blockbuster comic to read. It's a ton of fun.
Actually, let's talk about that while you have that up and while we are talking about it. What is your definition so the audience understands what are summer Blockbuster comics so they understand what we're going to be showing?
Well, I equate it with a summer blockbuster movie. We all know there's certain types of movies that come out during the summer. Usually, the Academy Award winning art movies aren't released in the summer. That's a time for the big budget, fun, funny movies that we all want to go and eat popcorn at, like Thor: Love and Thunder, Top Gun: Maverick, Doctor Strange. These are all movies that come out during the summertime when people have a little more time to watch movies. And so I want to talk about the big budget comics that are just a ton of fun.
Yeah.
If it was a movie theater for comics, these would be the ones that would be released from like May through August.
Right. They were super impactful, really fun. They gave you relief from the world, and you got really immersed in them, right?
Yes, not like Mouse or Schindler's List, like we're talking about. Yeah. Even though Jerry Seinfeld did make out during Schindler's List. I love with Elaine's boyfriend. I could have done more. I could have sold this ring.
He's kind of a close talker.
That's a great episode, by the way.
I
love when Jerry's making out with his girlfriend. You see Newman in the back, like.
Shit.
You made out during Schindler's List?
His mother's so disappointed in him.
Do you remember the movie that Elaine hates that everybody else loves and she can't stand it? And Mr. Peterman takes her and he fires her because she doesn't like it. Elaine, why did you tell me you didn't like it? You're fired.
What one was it?
The English Patient.
And there was some made up movie too that
Sack Lunch. Oh no! There was the erotic journey from Milan to Minsk. What was Rochelle? Exactly.
There it was.
A woman's erotic journey from Milan to Minsk.
Rochelle. That's a great poll. Hey, there's Larry. What's up, buddy? Alexander, Summer of Jess. Right on, man. I have that 4-film DC favorite box set. Justice Collecting Man of Steel. Oh, and no, I don't. That's not the one I have. You have something different.
Did you get the Suicide Squad, the most recent one? Steel Case edition.
Do I have that?
Yeah. Did you have that?
I think I did get it. Yeah.
I love that movie. I should have gotten that.
I love that movie too. I'm glad you have it, Kenny, but that's something different than I have. I have the Snyder set.
Ew, gross.
Perry. Hello. Just did you see the Keith Hernandez number retirement ceremony earlier today? Oh shit! I taped the episode, and now I taped the game, and now you're telling me they just won. Oh hell! I recorded it so I could see the retirement, but I did not know they won. I don't blame you, N-Man40. You didn't know that I had taped it to watch it. And by taped it, I mean I had a DVR. I recorded it, blah, blah, blah. I can't wait to see it because I love Keith Hernandez. And I also saw Seinfeld today interviewing Keith Hernandez about that episode with the second spitter and all about how they picked Keith Hernandez and how it turned into an hour episode or 2 parts. And why they picked Keith Hernandez. It was a great interview. I really loved it.
Now that is one magic loogie.
The second spitter. Chris asking the important question, what's your feelings on Fruity Pebbles? They're my favorite. I love Fruity Pebbles. I especially loved them in college because guys knew I loved it and they'd yell out their window, brag, we're eating Fruity Pebbles and listening to Ted Nugent. And I just race up to their room and we just shovel Fruity Pebbles and listen to Ted Nugent.
My biggest complaint with that is it gets soggy so quick. You eat it
you got to shovel it. Aku agrees. with Fruity Pebbles.
You know what's a cereal I haven't eaten since I was a kid? Honeycomb cereal.
Oh yeah.
Or I used to love Pops. Remember Pops?
Pops, sugar pops.
They were I don't know. It was
Were they
called
round?
Pops. Yeah,
They
were
were round yellow balls.
Yeah, gotta
Yeah,
have the
yeah, yeah.
Pops. That was the tagline.
They used to be called. Everything used to be called sugar in my day. Sugar Super Crisp, Sugar Pops, Sugar Frosted Flakes. Anything that's just like a plain name used to have sugar as part of the name.
Now it's no wheat, no gluten. It's no wheat, no gluten. It's crap cereal. That's what it is.
Larry will be getting the Planet of the Apes Omnis. Good.
I'm glad some people want it because that's good.
So that's good. Reese commercial with a wrap was awesome. The cereal, not so much.
Ooh, I love that cereal.
That's have it tonight. Hot take.
I'll have it tonight.
Bob Ross. What's a Bob Ross energy? I have it because I have to ship it to him.
Nman40 said, sorry for spoiling the game. Soggy cereal is the best? Alexandra? Oh, man. I'd never heard anybody ever say that. He soaks his while in the shower. I hope you're soaking it with cereal and not shower water. That'd be pretty disgusting. Alexander said he likes soggy cereal. He puts milk on it, then goes and takes a shower and comes back and eats it soggy.
Okay, get out of here.
Have you ever heard a human being ever say something like that?
No, Peanuts by Charles Schulz used to have a whole thing where Charlie Brown would pour milk on his cereal and get a phone call, and then at the end of the strip, he's like, "My cold cereal's getting soggy." So, hey, you're one of a kind, buddy.
There are dozens of us.
Dozens of us. Here's what I got. It's actually not an energy drink. I apologize. Let me holler. Jess, what are you doing?
Jess really is rusty tonight.
Jeez, it's a sparkling beverage. Peaceful passion fruit. Bob Ross
person I would equate with an energy drink.
It's not. It's sparkling.
Oh,
calming, sparkling beverage. So I apologize. It's not an energy drink. Here's the energy drink that he got 2 different cans of with Gohan Ku whatever Dragon Ball Z Power Boost energy drink. He got 2 cans of that.
I'm guessing that's for display and not for drinking. Otherwise, he would have taken it with him.
He got this for his wife. His wife loves Bob Ross, and he said, "I need Jenny to calm down." And I said, "Okay, you work that out." Margot Robbie is totally. You are totally right. I love her.
Harley Quinn season 3 starts this month.
This month?
I think July 28th.
Well, it doesn't matter. Patty will be home, but I'm going to binge watch the heck out of that.
I don't know. I think it might come out
weekly
though.
Okay,
yeah.
That's better. That's better for me.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Sounds like free the hostages. Oh, that's such a good idea. Here's
the thing, James. Here's the one thing that's wrong with this problem. Tyler won't care.
Yeah.
Tyler, he gets so much crap in. Like for me, I would care because I don't get that much stuff in. But Tyler and Jess get so much stuff in.
I don't get that much in anymore.
Okay, fine. Tyler still gets a ton of stuff in.
Yeah,
so he won't care. It's really hard to bother him. So I would say it's a good idea, but I don't think he's going to care, to be honest.
I think it's worth a shot, though, just to see if we can get a reaction out.
Or at least, how about just see how long it takes for him to say anything?
Okay,
that'd be interesting. Just time it from today until when he asks you to see how long it takes.
Okay. Well, okay, that's a good idea, James.
Only ship him the Bob Ross drink for Jenny, and nothing else. That would be hilarious.
Okay, good. I will do that. Perfect.
That'd be so funny.
Good
Get the
plan.
biggest box you can with just all this padding and the drink, and that'd be hilarious.
Okay. That's so you can. Okay, wait. I skipped some things. Sorry. Oh, wait, something about Rodimus Prime. Where are you? Top. Great seeing here. Wait, what? I'm so sorry. I'm way behind. Margot Robbie. Beautiful. Okay, wait. Have you guys seen the Maze book Dark Horse Direct book by Lemire? It's stunning. I got that. It's out on the table because I need to do a Lemire video. It is amazing. It was the last thing I'm ever paying about a premium for. I decided to make it that. Peace and love. I'm just sticking to regular stuff now. Fortunately, it did not come with a blown in Holiday Inn signed thing like my Fantagraphics hate did. Okay, here's Rodimus Prime. Dom, Maze book was an awesome read. Jess, where did you get the weapons pack? From McFarlane Toys. It's like $15. And it
what website did you get it from? Maybe that's what they're asking.
From McFarlanetoys.com.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought you meant just the brand was McFarlane.
No, yeah. Hashtag McFarlane Toys. It came from McFarlane, yeah. So www, or does anybody even do that anymore? McFarlanetoys.com, McFarlane, whatever. You can't see I haven't pulled them out, but these are the boss weapons. And here's a bazooka that I'm totally giving Harley.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, she's getting this bazooka, and then it's got pistols that I can put in Peacemaker's hand or Death Kill or whatever his name was in the movie.
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport. Okay, yeah, that guy.
Death Kill. That'd be a good name.
Need to get those Harley Quinn omnibuses. Spoiler alert, we might be talking about those tonight when we eventually get to the topic.
Well, how about we get to the topic a little bit and we'll answer questions in between.
Okay, I think the X in Spy X family is silent.
Who cares? I mean, no, that sounds really important.
What would you say were the highlights of Tyler's visit? Let me save that one for Taylor's right. We should talk about our topic. Then we'll lose 30 viewers, and then the viewers will come back. So
we'll answer questions in between choices.
Yeah,
we always do.
Yeah, just keep them coming. I'll catch up, and let me start. Since we talked about it, I picked my first pick, Summer Blockbuster, the 3 omnibuses of Harley Quinn. The reason is, first of all, it is seriously funny and fun. Palmiotti and Connor turn her from the Joker's girlfriend. She is broken up with him, hates him, can't deal with him, starts her own life on Coney Island. Everybody knows this by now, probably, but she aggregates a hilarious cast of characters, including a dead, burned beaver statue, her hyenas. There's a slingshot of poop up on top of the roof of the condo or the apartment building she bought. The characters that she collects are hilarious. I love the first book so much. The second book is great. Omni is great too, but it's got Harley's little black book in it. I have a hard time believing that Palmiotti and Connor wrote that too, because it sucked, especially the Lobo crossover. That was the worst thing I've read in a long time, but they come back, and in Rebirth, book 3, the omnibus is great. Super fun. You'll love Harley. She breaks the fourth wall. I know they compare her to Deadpool, but that's about it, I think. There's no Harley Pool or Dead Quinn or whatever. I think that I love the art in it too. She has okay, Taylor's not there, so I'll just highlight myself. Perfect. She Power Girl's involved. See, boob window. She's Harleen Quinzel during the day. Then at night, she's a roller derby girl. Then she never sleeps. She always eats a ton of food. She's super fun. And it's just a blast. She gets a gang of Harleys. The Gang of Harleys book is good. I liked it. They're like crime fighters. But this is the series that made me fall in love with Harley Quinn. I highly recommend it. It is super fun, still in print, and I believe you can get it from Organic Price Books. Just dropped my weapons pack, but that's cool. So that's my summer popcorn blockbuster. Get lost, or get lost.
Yeah,
sounds
like your catchphrase. You should
get lost, jerks.
Put that in your tombstone. Get lost.
Get lost. Have fun. Just relax and have fun with Harley Quinn. She's boss.
You should really put on your tombstone, get off my lawn.
I've never said that. I want to put, I told you I was sick.
That's a good one. Well, I talked about Murder Falcon earlier. I think my favorite Daniel Warren Johnson book is Wonder Woman Dead Earth. This is fantastic. I'm pretty sure Jess,
I'm going to highlight you.
This is one of your books of the year when it came out, right?
Yeah.
I really love Beta Ray Bill as well, but I think this is probably the best thing he's done. I think out of the three, I think this is my favorite. Beta Ray Bill is number 2, and Murder Falcon is number 3. Even though I enjoy all of them, I think this is definitely the best.
You said Murder Falcon's number 3. Did you mean Dead Earth?
No, Dead Earth's my favorite. Of the 3.
Oh, okay.
So this is number 1. Beta Ray Bill's number 2, and then Murder Falcon's number 3. But they're all fantastic.
Yes,
he's really able to tell emotional stories. They're epic. It's like a metal album, basically. The action is really cool. It's a ton of fun. They're super quick reads. They're never like super in depth. They're hard to understand. The storylines are really easy to follow, which is really important for a summer blockbuster. And at one point, she uses a spine and a skull as a weapon. I don't want to say anything else about it, but it's really, really awesome. And I really like how DC Black Label is tall and wide. That's a really cool book. Really enjoyed that.
It is a great book.
I wish Beta Ray Bill was longer so they can come out with their own hardcover of that.
Yeah. And he also wrote Daniel Warren Johnson wrote a great story. This is not a summer blockbuster, but it's a great book. Superman Red and Blue. There are several stories in here that moved me, but his moved me to tears. He is a great writer. I'm so pleased that he's getting so much attention now because he deserves it.
Yeah, I think he's the rare guy who can do it all, basically.
Right. Let's see. How old is this comment? 8:39. I'm still 20 minutes behind. Taylor recommends a load of Crime No Comics on his Insta. Check him out there. Parker's Volume 1 and 2 are great. Sleeper Omnibus come out soon.
I think so. I think it's this year sometime.
That's a great book.
It's hard to imagine Parker Volume 2 being overtaken this year as my favorite book of the year. That's a hard one to beat. Oh, I know you need to read that though. You gotta get on.
No, I read it. I read it.
Did?
Yeah.
Oh, really? What'd you think of it?
Well, I loved it.
What'd you think of the Ed Brubaker story?
I loved it. I thought it had a great twist in it. I thought it was awesome.
I love the story in the theme park where he's being chased throughout the amusement park.
That was so great.
That was
so great.
Both stories by him were great. The first one was really cool. The score when they're stealing from that whole town, basically.
Oh, that was awesome.
But the amusement park one was probably my favorite.
Yeah, because he had to be quick thinking the entire time.
And the pages fold out to a map of the amusement park. Did you see that? That was awesome. That was really cool. A lot of great back matter, cool extras.
Oh, there's a whole huge interview with Ed Brubaker and who's the other guy?
Bruce Timm.
Bruce Timm. Yeah, they both get interviewed. Yeah. And that's a great interview about what a complex personality Darwin Cook was, and how sad they were. Of course, they got taken by lung cancer. Minister of Comics, have you picked up Miss Better Living Through Crime or the Miss Tree trade paperbacks yet?
I've been wanting to read the Miss Tree stuff. Have you heard of that, Jess?
I have.
Because that's Max Allan Collins from like back in the day, like in the 80s, I think, 80s and 90s. And they did that comic book series. Now Hard Case Crime is reprinting it.
Oh, okay, good.
There's 3 volumes. I think you would probably love that stuff.
I remember reading it back in floppies. Miss Better Living Through Crime was one of the earliest videos I did. I loved that book.
Who's that by?
It's not here right now. It's in the unfinished part of the basement. It's in the annex.
You must have really loved it.
Well, no, I ran out of shelf space, and there were shelves in the. I'm calling it the annex. That's where all my toys are and everything else. It's a great crime book.
I loved it. It's out in the storm cellar.
Well,
I threw it in the septic tank. It's great.
No, shut up. Yes, I agree with this. Her Harley Quinn is awesome. Velvet is good as well. Watch out for those McFarlane faces. Yeah. Yep. We love Stumptown.
I'm not sure when they're going to get back to that because, man, that's been a long wait.
It was called Mr. Woodcock.
Oh, that was that movie I was talking about. I never saw it. I just remember seeing the poster for it and being like, oh, all right.
Was it supposed to be funny?
I think so. It had Billy Bob Thornton and the guy from Napoleon Dynamite. Yeah.
100 Bullets. Yes. Music during Superman's first flight in Man of Steel is perfect. Yes.
I'm someone who doesn't hate Man of Steel. So
sorry?
I'm someone who doesn't hate Man of Steel like a lot of
I am
people
too.
do.
I love Man of Steel. There are dozens of us. Triscotti, AWA is publishing awesome stuff, and a big bonus is those trades are cheap. Bad Mother, which I reviewed and loved. Check it out in my library. Thank you. Was awesome. Thanks for the recommendation. You're welcome, Triscotti. Oh, now it's in my head. We need Stumptown to come back in print. Is it out of print?
I don't know if the trades would be, but the hardcovers might be.
Well, the hardcovers are in the storm cellar somewhere. Cycle Cleveland, I'm going to ignore that comment, but yes, he's actually getting close to 40. He's 37.
Ouch.
Have either of you ever gotten any early indie classics like Love and Rockets? No. Cerebus, hate it. Strangers in Paradise, love it. Love the show, guys. Thank you. I have tried so hard to like Love and Rockets. I've read it ever since it's been printed. It's gotten huge publicity, and I'm glad. It's just a book I've never gotten into. Cerebus, I read a lot of, and then this is the only book ever where I don't dig the creator. Dave Sim is so misogynistic, and it comes through in Cerebus. And peace and love. If you dig it, I'm glad. Please read it. But it's not for me because Dave Sim is not a good person, in my opinion. And we all make choices on writers or artists that catch a hashtag. Somehow he hasn't caught a hashtag because he hasn't done anything wrong. He just writes misogynistic shit. So that's how it happens. Love Strangers in Paradise. I love all Terry Moore stuff. Right on, right on, right on.
What's your next choice, Jess?
My next choice, I looked long and hard for this. So when it came out in omnibus form, I said, forget it. I'm not getting the Omni. I'm sticking with this book. It does kind of need you don't have to have the prelude. I'm talking about Planet Hulk.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
It sort of gives you the rundown that the Illuminati shot Hulk into space because he was such a problem. It's in the omnibus. You can buy the trade paperback Hulk, Planet Hulk Prelude. It shows why they chose to shoot him into space. The Illuminati did. But the bottom line is this book is amazing. Planet Hulk, however you can get it, Hulk is sent to a world where this is some of Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok was pulled from this because he's sent to be a slave. He's sent to another world. He gets captured and he's turned into a slave. And he has to do gladiator battles. Do you like gladiator fights, Jimmy?
Do you like a movie? Do you like movies with gladiators in them?
Have you ever been to a men's locker room?
After hours.
So the art is great. Greg Pak wrote it, and I'm not spoiling it when I say this is where Gladiator Hulk comes from, with a great outfit right there. Hulk gets angry. He's extremely angry, and in this version, he can turn back into Bruce Banner and then go back into Hulk form. He gets angry, and this is where Korg plays a big part. If you saw Love and Thunder or Ragnarok, you know how great Korg is. Korg is also in this book, and there are all kinds of different races on this planet that were slaves. It's run by the Red King, the whole planet, and basically Hulk's out to the max. He's the most powerful thing on the planet. And it is awesome to watch him rage, kill. He wants to be left alone initially, but then all the other slaves and the people that are enslaved by the Red King make him their king. And he falls in love with a woman that was sent to kill him. She ends up being his queen, and chaos ensues. It's great. It is so great, so fun, so big. You'll recognize some scenes that were taken out of it for Thor Ragnarok, but I love this book, and pulling it out makes me want to read it again. I'm going to read it again, and I don't know if it's in print, if the omnibus is in print. If it's not in print, just wait. It'll get a reprint because everything gets a reprint. Read it digitally. If it's out of print, this thing is a blast, and there's so many fun characters and so many fun, interesting aliens and alien weapons and sentient weapons and sentient weapon creatures. Everybody's a slave to the Red King, and they want him killed. So he makes, I'm going to spoil it if I say any more. Awesome. Great blockbuster popcorn book for the summer.
Yeah, I'll continue the Marvel trend, and this is my favorite X-Men run, and that's Astonishing X-Men.
Oh, good choice.
I'm sure it must have been really annoying to read it when it first came out because there's so many delays in single issues. I mean, a big part of that is why I love it, and that's because John Cassidy's on every single issue. And it's really fantastic. You don't have to know anything about the X-Men to enjoy this book. It's a great jumping on point. It's really fun, interesting plots, great dialogue, really some humorous moments, awesome stuff. You'll see a lot of new faces, a lot of returning faces here as well. I can't imagine people not enjoying this run. I think Jess is one of your favorites, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Some great Emma Frost stuff in this book too.
Yes.
I know Jess loves Emma Frost.
You bet.
I like how Wolverine's actually short and not good looking in this run. Like he's not because after the X-Men movie, Wolverine started looking like Hugh Jackman. And that's not usually how Wolverine looks. And so I love this book. It's 10 out of 10. I reread it every couple of years because it's that good.
Yeah.
I think everyone will enjoy it, and read new X-Men before this to get the good context for it. You can read this, not read new X-Men, but it will definitely be a lot more interesting, and the gaps will be filled in for you. And new X-Men's awesome, so read it anyway.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. That is a great pick. I 100% agree with that pick. That's a really good one. Wait, you said something? Sorry, can't remember.
If you're someone who wants to get an X-Men, just read New X-Men, Astonishing X-Men, Uncanny X-Force. Great trilogy of books.
Yeah, I had thought about doing an X-Men video about those, and now that you said that, I am definitely doing that about those 3 books. Another one I just read that you love and you've recommended to me, and I finally got to read it, where Wolverine is short and runty and smelly and looking like the animal that he is Greg Rucka's Wolverine.
Nice. Did you read that recently? I didn't know you read that.
Yeah, the past couple weeks. It's a book that I read for Omnicat.
What did you think of the last story arc with Sabretooth?
I liked it.
Yeah, it was probably my least favorite out of all of them.
Okay.
But the first 2 story arcs were amazing. He's almost like a private investigator.
Yeah.
And looking for a missing woman. And there's some really cool stuff where he's up against a drug cartel. Awesome.
Oh yeah,
awesome
that was really cool when he gets to meet the head of the drug cartel.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was a great twist.
that book is badly out of print though.
Yeah.
Bad. I found out a honey hole, and I remember I told you I saw it online on their website. You're like, go get it right now, because if you miss that, you're gonna miss it forever.
I said that?
Yeah, you said go get it right now, because if that goes out from that store, you're not gonna get it forever.
Was that last year?
I think so. It might have been like January of last year, because it's selling for at minimum $60 online. Minimum.
That thing was hard to find in 2016.
And it's a $35 book to give you the context. So $60 is almost double the price at the minimum.
Yeah, that thing's been out of print for at least 6 years.
Yeah.
Because it was in 2016, it was just getting really hard to find, and now it's unbelievable. Your honey holes are so great. I had so much fun at those honey holes. They are amazing. That book is amazing. If you can read it digitally, do it, because Wolverine by Greg Rucka shows you why Greg Rucka is such a great comic writer.
Have you read Logan by Brian K. Vaughan and Eduardo Risso? Do you have that?
Logan.
That's really good too.
How old is it?
Let me go get it. Hold on.
Okay. While you're gone, I'll see what Pop Gun has to say. Pop Gun, I'm here to torture you again. Since this is Batterday, which Batman... Okay, peace and love. If you ever say Omnibus again, I am going to time you out. Never say Omnibus ever. Oh, I don't have that, I don't think.
Oh, really? It's really good. You'd really like it.
Wait, Wolverine... I don't think I have that. Wait, Logan... Axis? Why do I have that? No, I don't think I have that.
This is a great story.
Okay, good.
I'm sure you can find it for not too. I'm sure you can find it. And maybe look on In Stock Trades. It might be on there. Or on Organic Price Books.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
But yeah, look online. I'm sure it's not that hard to find.
Wolverine Logan. It's recent?
No. This is from the Marvel Knights line.
So let me think it's still in print?
I'm sure it's not expensive. I'll put it that way. If it's not in print, I'm sure it's not hard to find. Wolverine Logan. It's not one of my summer blockbusters, but it's a really good read. Okay,
Pop Gun. Okay, don't ever say Omnibus again. I'm tired of timing you out. Which should I get? Batman by SS1+2, Scott Snyder, or Rebirth Detective Comics and Batman and oh, you're asking me about two Omnis. Oh, Batman, Scott Snyder, but Rebirth Detective Comics and Batman and Robin. Oh, Pop Gun, you son of a bitch!
Let's get both.
That's not the game we play.
Well, I don't care. I'm breaking the rules. If I had to pick, definitely Batman and Robin for me, because that's one of my favorite Batman stories with Damian. I'm a sucker for that, especially with my son. It's just father-son stories. I cry all the time, like at anything. Sam watches The Lion King now. It's his favorite movie. He watches it every day, and I always cry. I cry at the different parts.
Always.
The part where he talks about he lives in you. It's like, oh my gosh, get me out of here. I'm gonna start weeping.
Yeah.
So
when Rafiki or whatever said, "Look harder," I always go.
Something in my eye. Hold on.
Both my eyes. Okay, Pop Gun. I'm going to say Rebirth Detective Comics and Batman and Robin. Peace and love on Scott Snyder. That's one of the best Batman runs ever in the history of Batman. But you're making me choose. Rebirth Detective Comics is the best Batwoman comic, almost from the Rebirth line.
Batwoman by Greg Rucka is probably the best.
No, in the Rebirth line.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, well,
yeah,
that's quite.
No. In the Rebirth line, yeah, no. I just read it again, and yeah, no.
Did you read the omnibus?
Yeah.
What did you think of the ending of J.H. Williams stuff? Because it was fine because he didn't get to finish it. I think it was Mark Andreyko.
Yeah.
It was fine, but it was like, man, this went from like a 10 out of 10 to like a 7 or a 6.5.
I feel kind of bad for Mark Andreyko because it was his job to tie up everything in just like an issue.
It's like a 40 or so page issue. It was like extra long issue, but still.
And he had to tie it up, and he tied everything up fine. But yeah, you're right. It's not the ending we wanted from J.H. Williams. That could have gone, if he was allowed to go 3 more issues, 4 more issues. I just felt bad for Mark and Draco. I thought he did a good job tying everything up, but
Yeah.
it was a letdown. But Rebirth Detective Comics isn't a Batman book; it's a Bat family book, and Batwoman kicks ass throughout the whole thing. And if she's handled well, I think Batwoman can be one of the most interesting characters that DC has.
McFarlane, get us a figure of
Oh,
Batwoman.
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put her next to my Batgirl that I got a couple months ago. That's a
I got that. Tyler just helped me unbox that Batgirl, which
that's
I
a great
forgot I
figure.
had.
Great
It
figure.
is. That's my second Batgirl. She can be, if Batwoman's written right, like in Detective Comics, she is, and Greg Rucka. I mean, you have to read the Greg Rucka part, the Greg Rucka run and the J.H. Williams run, because the J.H. Williams run helps flesh out a bunch of stuff and her origin and her father being involved. And the Batwoman omnibus, despite the horrible cover, needs to be read because they show how complex and interesting Batwoman can be with a good writer. And as I said with Batman Reptilian, that not everybody's going to enjoy, but I loved.
It was quite an interesting experience. I'll say that.
I know Taylor and I, peace and love. We have our own takes on the book.
I liked it. I didn't say I hated it.
Yeah,
it was a good Hoopla read. I'm glad I read it
Okay.
on Hoopla. I liked it. I didn't need to have it in my collection, but I know a lot of people hate it. But
Yeah.
I like it. I know you love it though.
I loved it, and I stand by it. Because I don't read anything on Twitter or social media or anybody else's YouTube stuff, so I can have my own opinion. And I started out by saying any iteration of Batman is going to have the writer's voice in it. So that's Garth Ennis's voice in Batman, and you have to take the leap that this will be a bit of a different Batman because it's Garth Ennis. So you have to sort of give yourself over to that, in the same way that Kevin Smith's voice is in Batman, and it's sucky.
I was gonna say, where are you going with this?
Now I'm telling you, it's the worst Batman ever written, practically. So
I liked his relationship. I liked his back and forth with Alfred in that book.
In Reptilian?
I think his depiction. I'll put it this way. I really like his depiction of Batman, like kind of being humorous and kind of like having like a dry sense of humor.
A little bit of a dry sense of humor.
It was a very dark sense of humor, which if Batman did have a sense of humor, it'd be very dark. It wouldn't be really light, like Nightwing or something like that.
Yeah.
I think I like Liam Sharp's artwork. This one was a little bit too Batman Arkham Asylum for me.
It was, yeah.
It was a bit hard to understand. I'm like, these proportions are weird.
Yeah.
And I think I would have liked it better if it had been drawn by Steve Dillon, which it was supposed to years ago.
Oh, God.
It's a really weird story. I don't want to ruin anything for people, but it's really about halfway through. It takes an interesting turn. It's like, oh wow, that's
it takes a wild turn,
gross and weird and interesting. But I don't want to ruin anything for anybody. But it was good. It was a fun read.
You can see my review that I did about 3 weeks ago. It's in my library. I have not watched The Boys yet. I need to review the omnibus that Dynamite sent me. That is high on my list because I love The Boys. Taylor's not allowed to read it. Wonder Woman 84. Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind. That's Sasmer says that's why you got to buy the Omnis now. Better 150 than 205 years.
I'm going to give us like a 10-minute warning, by the way.
Oh, okay. And I can stay and do, I can answer questions. 10-minute warning. Then the Superman Omni is 225 Canadian. That is like 250 with taxes, waiting for a 40% off sale. Next reprint in 2031. Okay. My next summer blockbuster, Darth Vader by Kieran Gillen.
Ooh, great story. Did you finish Obi-Wan yet?
I haven't started. I won't say anything. Tyler and I were going to watch it, but that's the next thing I'm going to watch. As soon as I get done with Ms. Marvel, then I'm going to watch Obi-Wan. This book brings us Dr. Aphra in issue 3 and her murder droids and how she figures out how to create them. And Darth Vader hires her.
Dr. Aphra.
Dr. Afra, and she is she knows who he is, but doesn't even know what to call him. She says, "Thank you." She says, "Thank you, Mr. Lord Vader." Let me show, because the art is great by Salvador LaRocca. And this takes place after the Death Star is blown up. Darth Vader has the first failure in his life, and stupid microphone, get out of the way. Okay, so Darth Vader has been, the Emperor has sort of stripped him of his army. He's on his own. He's looking for a way to get back into the good graces with the Emperor. And Dr. Afra shows up. And this is a turning point in the Star Wars canon. She says to him, "You're what I've been looking for all my life." And Darth Vader does say at some point, words to the effect of, "You talk too much." This isn't really a Darth Vader book as much as it is a Dr. Afra book, because Darth Vader's written very quietly, very contemplative, very deadly. He is not afraid. He's Darth Vader. He gets amped up and darthed out. But Dr. Afra adds such an interesting twist to help Darth Vader regain an army. And she's an archaeologist, and we find her in the very beginning trying to steal the chip that will activate the first murder droid. What's his name?
BT-1 and 000.
Right, 000 and BT-1, the little R2-D2, who is an assassin that blew up everybody that created him. They love to kill, they love to torture, and it's very funny. I'm sorry, it's not funny, but it has bits of humor in it that keep it light. Darth Vader is the killing, he's very Darthed up, but Dr. Afra adds the extra interest in this book and in my opinion, they have to make a Dr. Afra TV show. I mean, she can work without Darth Vader. I haven't seen Obi-Wan, so I don't know what Darth Vader's status is. But Dr. Afra is one of the most interesting, complex, unique characters. Kieran Gillen nailed it when he came up with Are you
all the
showing
trades?
that?
Most of you know how much I raged when they didn't finish the OHC line. So
Yeah.
I got these all for cheap on, I forget what it was called, some website, Book Outlet or something, except $5 a piece, $6 a piece.
Yeah.
And so I read it. Great series. I have the initial hardcover. Everyone needs to read. I think the omnibus got a reprint coming up maybe next year.
Oh, good.
So everyone should pick that up. If you're not, unless you're like me and you're mad, then get the trades.
Yeah, the Dr. Afra omnibus is nothing but Dr. Afra, and it's great, and it takes her through all these Star Wars various, War of the Bounty Hunters, whatever. It takes her through everything that's going. Yeah, I know.
Hunters.
I know. Not too many people like that. But the omnibus is great. But this is her origin. The two books, I did not upgrade. This is a great cover. I did not upgrade
Mark Brooks,
to the omnibus.
Great covers.
Yeah. I can't recommend this enough. This needs to be made into a movie or TV show. Make it a recurring TV show with 9 years worth of 9 what am I saying? 9 seasons. Yeah, seasons. Dr. Afra is such a great character, and she could be. I don't know if Disney has it in itself to make murder droids, though. I mean, these guys are evil. They are just like when when C-3PO turned into a Sith for 10 seconds in the Rise of Skywalker. Peace and love. Don't jam me up for Rise of Skywalker. I'm just mentioning it. that's what these guys are. They torture and kill because Dr. Aphra is in Lord Vader's employment. I don't know if Disney wants to do that with Star Wars. Is probably the only thing. If they make a Dr. Aphra series without the murder droids, is it as interesting? I don't think so, because the whole thing starts with her being an archaeologist and wanting to get these droids up and running for her own purposes. But so I don't know if Disney's got it in itself to make murder droids. But Dr. Aphra is a fantastic character that you would love. You need to get Darth Vader books, Vader's Vader, and Dr. Aphra's Boss.
As much as I love that series, a 10 out of 10 for me. I think I like Charles Soule Run even better. And that's an amazing. I think you really liked it, right?
I did. I loved it.
You need to read both of them. Everyone get both of them. They're both fantastic.
Both the Darth Vader Omnis.
They're both 10 out of 10s for me. I just think I just really like that post Order 66 era. And it's such an interesting concept. As much as the prequels let me down in a lot of ways, there are a lot of interesting concepts there, especially that era after Order 66 when the Jedi are killed. That's a really cool story as Anakin's becoming Vader and looking for his kyber crystal, his red kyber crystal. Then he builds his castle on Mustafar where he was burnt alive. There's some really cool flashbacks, really cool stuff.
Vader's castle.
There's a ton of great Star Wars comics. There's some not great stuff too, but more often than not, they're really good.
The only one that hit a sour note for me was that War of the Bounty Hunters. Everything else I've really enjoyed.
But there's a couple like miniseries I didn't like that much, but overall everything's been really good. Like Obi-Wan and Anakin, I didn't enjoy. I didn't like the Kylo Ren miniseries, but overall there's a lot of great stuff.
A good point from the Pop Gun. OPB summer sale, 10% off. What am I doing here? Here's Organic Price Books. Pop Gun is exactly right. They have a summer sale going on. Save extra money, 5% off with the code shipping 3 or more together with Omnidog Ship It Together, which is in the description down below the video. You will get a link to Organic Price Books, and here's $2 off with code Omnidog. You'll also get a link to the Minister of Comics Instagram, where he has a huge following of people that love his recommendations.
Not like Tyler, but it's
well, you got more than I do.
Not by much. I mean, it's not like I feel like I'm thousands of people ahead of you. Anyway, my next pick is a book that I know Jess loves too. One of our favorite comics, and that's The Authority.
Oh,
I'm too lazy to open this massive book, but it's really good art by Brian Hitch for the first 12 issues, and then with Frank Quietly. I know some people don't dig Frank Quietly. I'm not one of those people. I love his art, so I really enjoyed it. This book is they're probably my favorite superhero team. I love Justice League. I love X-Men, but Jenny Sparks, Midnighter, Apollo, the Doctor. There's just so many great characters. I have the Midnighter by Steve Orlando coming. Only Steve Orlando book I'm ever going to have in my collection because Jess told me I'll like it. So if I don't, I'm going to send it to Jess, and he's going to pour some root beer on it for me.
No way. Oh, what? You have to pour your own root beer.
No. You're responsible. So you're the reason why I bought it. Jess told me we both have a mutual hatred for Steve Orlando's work. I'm sure he's a great guy. Nothing against him as a person, but man, he stinks on ice when it comes to writing. But I've heard many people say his Midnighter's good. So I'm hoping it's going to be good.
And Midnighter and Apollo is a thin trade that's really good too.
Right, so I'm looking forward to that. You just have to buy this book. I don't know if it's still in print. I'm sure there's some way you could buy it. I think there's thick, complete collections, thick trades of it. You should pick up. This book is so much fun. I love this, like a lot of times
concept, the whole weird concept.
They're not heroes that are plagued by should I be a hero? And they love being superheroes. They love saving the world. Like whenever the aliens show up and Midnighter and Midnighter and Jack Hawksmoor, like, welcome to Los Angeles. We're here to hit you.
We're here to hit you. That's the best. Awesome. That's my favorite panel in comics. Welcome to Los Angeles. We're here to hit you.
And then several years ago, Warren Ellis topped himself by rebooting the Wildstorm Authority. I like this even more than the Authority, which is saying something because the Authority is a 10 out of 10 book for me.
Wow.
This John Davis Hunt artwork, Jess, is like another level though. He is such an underrated artist. Like people don't talk about him at all, but like look at this. It's awesome.
Yeah, wait, let me highlight you because he is amazing.
He is the most underrated artist in comics, I think, bar none. No one ever talks about him, and he is right. He can draw anything. It's unbelievably good. Everyone needs to read this series. I can't imagine we're going to get a hardcovers or omnibus of this run, but I'd be tempted to break. I think I would break my rule, Jess, and upgrade because it's that.
Yeah,
good.
You do love this a lot.
This is definitely my favorite Warren Ellis book, and that's saying a lot because you know how much I love his stuff. I mean, just look at this action. He draws action like nobody else.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievably good. So, as much as I love the Authority, I think I like Wildstorm even better.
Nice. Okay, I have to read this because somebody's country has been invaded. The year is 2023. My country has been invaded and taken over. I'm trying to survive in my bunker, hoping not to be found. I'm waiting for Jess to read my comment and help my will to survive. There you go, Nathan. I noticed it. We talked about summer events. Taylor and I did. And I decided not to do it because I hate events.
Okay, I don't like many events.
There is one event that I love. What's the one event that I love? I'm trying to
remember. Dark Knight's Metal. We both like that.
Oh, yeah.
There's not many.
Love that event. I think I liked a Marvel event, but I can't remember what it was.
Jess does love Civil War.
Shut up. I like that one story that Mark Miller wrote, and the rest of it I want to get rid of.
There's a lot of hardcovers for that.
There are. It took me forever to find them, and then I started reading them and like, I so don't care about this Civil War now.
How often did that happen to 2016, Jess? You looked so hard for something and you started reading it and you're like, oh wait, never mind.
Just because it was out of print doesn't mean it was good.
2016 Jess didn't grasp that concept yet.
No. No worries, N-Man 40. I'm going to watch it anyway because I love Keith Hernandez. No worries. Peace and love. Oh, here's the soggy cereal comment. What is wrong with you?
You're way behind, by the way. But the reason I say that is because Jimmy Owens gave us a $2.50 super chat.
Oh, it didn't pop up.
And he wanted to make sure we got it. He wanted to make sure it went through.
Okay, wait. Let me see. It didn't even pop up.
That's weird, but it is there. I see it.
Wolverine Logan is $1.99 on Kindle.
Someone said it's $13.50 for Logan on Amazon. So buy it there.
Thank you, Jimmy. I wonder why that didn't show up. I'm so sorry.
Someone said that Logan trade is on Amazon for $13.50, Jess. So you should buy that. It's really worth it. You love it.
Okay, good.
Let me know if you like it.
I will. Thank you for making me happy with purchasing the Gillen Vader Omnibus, Jess. I can't wait to check that out. And Craig, you're doing it exactly right. Oh, Reaper, thank you. Yeah, hit the like button. We need likes, or even dislikes help us show up in the algorithm. So if you hate us, fine, hit the dislike, but please hit the like button. And oh my gosh, I'm so far behind. Have you guys read Ghost Fleet? Comic book monster turtles. Welcome to the show. Have you guys read Ghost Fleet? Yes, I loved it. And Extremity? Yes, I liked it. Curse words? Hated it. Sorry.
So you liked Extremity, but you didn't love it?
Yeah.
Would I like it? I mean, it's Daniel Warren Johnson, so I'm assuming I'd like it at least.
I need to reread it. I think I liked it a lot. I loved Ghost Fleet. Well, I'll change it. I love Ghost Fleet, loved Extremity. There's something about Charles Soule's independent stuff that I don't dig.
Besides 44, Undiscovered Country, you like that one?
Well, he's writing that with Scott Snyder.
Well,
that is great. That needs to be picked up and made into a TV show. It's very episodic. So great. Yeah, I love Undiscovered Country. But I hated Letter 44. I hated curse words. That's just me, though. You guys, lots of people love those books. Curse words just came out with an omnibus. If you dig it, get it. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy recommending comic books. So
Just a
don't
guy.
take my word for it.
That's what you should say on the stand. That's what you should say on the stand if you're ever in a trial. I'm just a guy. Just a guy. I didn't do it. I didn't.
What am I doing here? I'm just a guy.
Sound like Jerry Seinfeld. I'm just a guy.
I'm just a guy. Fantastic Four was the first Marvel Omni. That is correct. I used to have the first. I don't know why I sold it. I guess I needed money at the time because it was like this thick with paper that was like cardboard practically. It was so good. And it was, I got it. It was out of print. It was huge. I found it. And I don't know, somebody wanted to give me $300 for it. So I said, okay. Marvel actually are reprinting Planet Hulk. It's getting reprinted in February. Good. Everyone needs to get it. Downey is getting reprinted Planet Hulk. Just pre-ordered yesterday. Okay, good. My last choice, I'll go quickly. Justice.
Ooh.
One of my all-time favorite books, top 5.
Top 26.
What's
the list? What's the list up to? Is it like 17 now?
I think it's 19, I think.
It's a random number. I know that.
Yeah. Oh, it's way random. But this is in the top 5 of the top 19. Art by Alex Ross, written by Paul Kroeger.
Do you have Kroger's down there, Jess?
What's that?
Do you have Kroger's down in Virginia?
No.
Okay.
I know that. I know what it is though. The
Okay,
shopping, grocery store. Yeah. Alex Ross art. If anybody doesn't like Alex Ross art, I know some people don't. I do.
Weird. How does somebody not like his art? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
I know art is subjective, but his work is objectively good. I'm sorry. It's just objectively excellent.
Yeah, I have seen comments though where they're like, I don't dig Alex Ross art. And I'm like, okay, you can have your opinion. But in this book, all the villains are having the same dream. And the dream is that the Justice League is going to have a calamity in the world. And the villains band together to take down the Justice League and take their place and be the good guys. So one by one, the Justice League is captured by the supervillains. I'm not going to name any names. Whoop, I don't want to show that because it's a spoiler. But this is how they capture John Johns. This is just an amazing spread with fire. Superman and Batman. Look at this art. Come on. And it's a great story because you are, okay, he's not there. So I'll keep showing the art. The story is so great because obviously what is behind the supervillains trying to save the world and capture the Justice League? What is behind that? And who's the one that's going to figure out how to save everything? I wonder who that person is. Here's Elongated Man. You don't get to see him very much. Elongated Man, I think, is better than Plastic Man, even though Plastic Man's older, and I understand it. Plastic Man and Shazam do not belong in the Justice League, but there's Shazam, Captain Marvel. Yeah, I get it. They own him and they put him in there. Okay, I'll have to live with it. Him and Plastic Man. Anyway, fantastic story because it's a mystery. It's exciting. It's a huge story involving all the incredibly famous supervillains throughout DC's history versus the Justice League, which is like every Justice League member ever, from Hawkman, Elongated Man, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, Zatanna, Black Canary, Flash, Aquaman, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. It is huge. It is a giant blast to have. And how do they figure? Now, here's a great splash page of the villains saying, "We won." And this is unbelievable. How did they defeat the Justice League? Why did they do Justice League? What's going on? It's a big whodunit that's excitingly written and excitingly illustrated. If you don't like good books, okay, fine. Go read some crappy comic. That's up to you. This book rules and is in my top 5 of the top 19 books that I've read. So there it is. My last summer blockbuster.
Here's mine. New Frontier by Darwin Cook.
Oh, I was going to pick that. I'm glad you picked it.
And there's a great animated movie of it. So it's kind of,
that's one I've actually seen.
It's very much like, I think Darwin Cook kind of oversaw some of the quality control of it, but it's amazing. As Jess would say, remarkably remarkable. A lot of great stuff here. Everyone needs to buy this. It's amazing. Brilliant. Not just amazing artwork, it's also an amazing story.
It is. And Wonder Woman's a real Amazon. She's like 8 feet tall and muscles all over.
And DC was not a fan of that.
No.
DC did not want him to do that.
He recreated the Justice League in an awesome fashion.
Just look at this wraparound cover.
Yeah.
Unbelievably good.
It is. Yeah. That's a must buy. If it's not in your library, it needs to be. This is Darwin Cook's Peace and Love to Parker. The Martini editions, those are great. This, to me, is his magnum opus. This was brilliant. You're right. I mean, that's the top of the line. That's the best. And Darwin Cook did a great Catwoman, Peace and Love. This is it.
And his Spirit Run was good too.
Oh yeah.
That one never gets much attention, but we both enjoyed that one.
We should do a whole Darwin Cook episode. Why don't we do that next time?
That could be fun.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. Do I have anything else?
Batman Ego.
Did you ever read Twilight Children, his last book?
I do have that. Yeah, it's in the annex.
I haven't heard much about it, so I don't really know anything about it. I know this is his last work, I believe, before he passed away. Just think of how much. I wonder how many Parker books he would have done.
Oh,
yeah, he seemed to really love that.
Yeah,
I really appreciate him for doing that. I mean, going back to the hard case crime, so I just appreciate these people who are keeping this genre that I love alive, the hard-boiled noir genre, and it's a really cool thing to bring that into the comics world for people who would never read a Parker book, a novel. They read the Parker comics. That's why I love 8 Million Ways to Die with John Schneider adapt. I want to see more adaptations of classic books like that by top tier artists who don't mess with stuff too much. They just present the amazingness of the novel in a graphic form.
Yeah,
I mean, we need more of that kind of stuff, I think.
Excuse me. I totally agree with you. It's a niche. The crime genre is a niche, but I think there's a lot of people. There's not dozens of us. There's a lot of people that dig crime noir. And I think that the more that comes out, the better. Hard Case Comics, I think, is doing us a favor by releasing all these things. And we also loved the Vertigo series.
Right. I need to get more of those. Man, yeah. We love Area 10 in particular. Remember how good that was?
What were those called?
Vertigo Crime.
Vertigo Crime. Okay, Vertigo Crime. They're small books, but they're all of them. I think I loved all but one, and I can't even remember what that one was. There's a Constantine one that's awesome. Vertigo Crime it's a crime that, well, we've already done a show on it, so we've promoted it. But it's those are books that need to be read, and the Paradox Press books, which is where
Road to Perdition, right?
Road to Perdition and Eastern.
Oh, A History of Violence.
History of Violence, Road to Perdition, and there's also a bunch of others in that Paradox Press run. They're small trades; those need to be read.
I mean, Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips are doing us a huge favor that way too. They're making it they're not just putting out books that some people like. People love it and they're devouring it. These Reckless books are taking they're at Barnes and Noble, and people who never read comics are reading it. And so they're really doing us a big favor by releasing so many of those books. And I'll continue to buy them as long as I live. If I don't buy anything else, I'll still buy their books. That'll be the last thing I don't buy. I can't imagine a world where I don't buy at least those.
And I'm now an hour behind on comments. I'm so sorry. At the moment, I'm alternating Rose Gray between the Lucifer Omnis and Invincible trades. That's a great thing to do. Crippling depression. Oh, time for my pain dose. Taylor's Instagram has cost me a lot of money. That's probably the highest compliment you can get.
Awesome. I'll take that compliment. And
yeah.
I'm gonna head out, Jess. But
okay.
You feel free to catch up on the past hour of comments if you want.
I will. If everyone wants to stick with me, I will get to all your comments and we can talk. Taylor, thank you so much for joining us. Where can they find you?
They can find me at Minister of Comics, where I just posted a reel today about my favorite price per plastic figures in my collection.
Oh,
so go check that out. My favorite. We all know there's a lot of figures that cost too much for what they give you, but there are some figures that are quite the bargain for how much you get. And that's what my latest reel is about.
And you also coined the phrase price per page now, which we are going to start making sure the Minister of Comics gets credit for. Price per plastic is Tyler's thing. Price per page is your thing.
There you go. Awesome.
All right. Peace and love.
All right, guys. I'll see you later.
Good to see you. Okay. Now, let me go back. Okay, there's the English patient who is Bob Sacamano of the I'm sorry, I don't get that one. Years 2023, summer blockbusters, no problem. Soggy cereal, sugar pops came in a foil bag instead of the see-through bag now. Why are you apologizing, Andre? Oh, for your soggy cereal, you can do whatever you want. It's okay. I personally just installed a garbage disposer in my shower. Okay, same here. Planet of the Apes getting that too. Good, Terry, good. I never have to leave. Oh, thanks to you guys, I watched all 3 seasons of Arrested Development. One of the best shows ever. I loved it. You loved it. Good. We don't talk about the Netflix episodes. Those felt like they missed the point of the show or something, in my opinion. I was told not to bother with season 4 because it's just the individuals and it's not. I mean, it was the interaction in Arrested Development that made it funny. But I heard season 5 brought everybody back together. So but I wasn't told just to be happy with the 3 seasons because they are absolutely perfect. Comic Book Monster Turtles. I'm feeling good. As a matter of fact, I have my my little thingy here that tells my pain pump to give me a hit. So I'm going to do that in a second. So I'll feel even better because actually I'm feeling pretty good right now. I want to keep that going. Thank you. I actually don't mind soggy cereal. I like drinking leftover milk with cereal taste. Tyler and I drank about 9 bowls of milk with Cinnamon Toast Crunch in it. Oh, that was great milk. A reverse energy drink that perfectly fits Bob Ross. By the way, Planet of the Apes Omni is $100 for just 11 issues. Glad I am not into apes. Oh, and it's Chad. What's up, Chad? Age from Jeffy Nat. How's it going? Hey, just miss your root beer drinking. My daughter just my daughter bought in Disney World on Galaxy's Edge. He's such a nut. I haven't been there. They went without me. I sent her friend and her there to enjoy themselves because I'm just not feeling well enough. She bought a Rancor teeth set and it came with cocktails in it, but it's perfect for root beer tasting, she said. So we're going to do a root beer video soon. My daughter and I are. Thank you for that. Larry, my shipments have to slow down, running out of funds. I feel your pain. Think the Planet of the Apes omnibus is just a comic book adaptation of the movies. I could be wrong, but I'm passing on that. Everybody needs to get this book. Let me tell you why. I've done a video on it. It's so great because there's a, there's a ring that's so powerful. The Guardians send it to a different universe so nobody can find it. It ends up on the planet of the apes, and Cornelius puts it on. And he changes based on his emotions, his costume changes. Now, of course, Sinestro wants to get it. And so Hal Jordan is sent to the planet of the apes to make sure Sinestro doesn't get it because it's such a powerful ring. Also, the Guardians are sent with what's his name? What's his name? Red hair. Why am I blocking on Guy Gardner's name? Oh yeah, Guy Gardner. So they're after it too, sent by the Owens to the planet of the apes, and it's not cheesy. It's awesome because these guys all get to. I mean, the Cornelius changes his colors based on his emotions. He's incredibly powerful. It's boss. Super well written. You can get this edition. You can get the trade paperback. This edition is from the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund. It's a collaboration between Boom and DC. If you go to Comic Book CBLDF, this is where you can order it. It's a cool hardcover. This is the Planet of the Apes book to get. If you don't dig, cheers. Oh, the collector. How you doing, buddy? Best cereal ever. Captain Crunch peanut butter cereal. Just slightly soggy. Warren, peace and love. You need to read Harley Quinn. When you read Harley Quinn, do you do her accent in her head? Oh, yeah. Darth Vader is the only character I think where his voice comes through, but I should start reading it with her accent. That's a good idea. I don't generally hear voices in my head. Well, not when I read comics. I mean, yeah, when I'm by myself, the voices in my head are very loud. I've been wanting to read more Harley Quinn, so I'm probably going to read this Harley book. I'll maybe try it digitally first. Not a bad idea. You never know if you're going to like a book. It's always a good idea to check it out digitally just in case. Best DC run of the 21st century, and Stephanie Phillips has been killing it on her Harley Quinn. I don't think Riley Rossmo is drawing it anymore. A lot of people didn't dig it. I thought it was fine because the writing was so awesome. Did pre-order Grace and Omni. Good choice. Good personal choice, Rose Gray. I wish the Gang of Harleys would make a comeback. Have you read all the Bendis Avengers stuff? I'm thinking about checking it out. I read the Omni New Avengers. I haven't finished it. It's exciting and interesting and fun, but this bit about the Scarlet Witch blowing everything up to reboot, which is what happened in House of M too. I'm like, the Scarlet Witch can't catch a break. Marvel has made her the reason to reboot a comic. We need new X-Men. So, Scarlet, let's have Scarlet Witch just destroy all the mutants and we'll restart. I'm kind of not digging that. And that's what happens in New Avengers. These kids of hers are such an issue. Just adopt. Bendis is great. I agree. I love it all. I'm going to be reading the Hickman saga soon and wanted some Avengers stuff to read first. So I'll probably get that. You can read Avengers by Hickman by itself. You don't have to read any Avengers. Peace and love. You don't have to read any Avengers. I didn't. I just picked up Jonathan Hickman's Hickvengers. I will say you have to read it. You can't take a break. It's very complex and interesting and fun and great. One of my favorite series. I also loved his Fantastic Four like crazy. But it is super epic and it's packed with stuff that happens. If you read half of the first Omni and then go eat bowls of cereal for 7 straight weeks and come back, you'll be lost. So make sure you read it all the way through. Just set aside a chunk of time every day. Read 40 or 50 pages and just keep going. Otherwise, you're going to have to start over again. I've been putting off Dead Earth for so long. You need to pick it up. Dead Earth is awesome. I can't wait for Jurassic League. There's my buddy Rick. I can't wait for Jurassic League by Daniel Warren Johnson to come out so I can read it. It seems so out there. It has to be good. Dinosaurs. I don't care for dinosaurs. Justice League dinosaurs, I care about. I want to read that. Yes. Daniel Warren Johnson, totally. I am with you, Ricky. Ha! I called you Ricky. Now that's your new name. Is Dead Earth the same size as Murder Falcon or Omnis? Dead Earth is one of the big Black Label sort of magazine size books. You never know. I didn't get Murder Falcon because I just kept the trade. Maybe the chat knows. I feel like Murder Falcon Deluxe is smaller than this. Chat, you can correct me because I'm starting to catch up. I'm only an hour behind on comments, so I'm reading them as fast as I can. I'm so sorry. Comic Book Monster Turtles. I have some Mezco 112s, and they're Count Orlok, Nosferatu, and Red Death, Doc Knock, and Black Skull, Death Brigade, and Black Mold, and Jason and Freddy, and Dark Knight Returns, Batman, Yellow, and Red Devil. Those are valuable. You got some good Mezcos, buddy. Nice. I don't think I have anything. I don't think I have any of those. I have I think I got. I don't think I have any of those. Those are great. Taylor's Instagram, Frankenstein, Sleeper Omni out on December 6th. No date change. Okay, I'm starting to feel pain, so just a sec. I gotta pull this up. Is it just me, but when you read comics, do you spend extra time to imagine their voices in your head or just read it plain, every character? I feel like I've been spending more time reading Batman because of it. That's a good question. Okay, just a sec. I generally don't read books with a voice in my head, but I'm starting to really want to do that with Harley. That's a great idea. Usually it's just pretty plain for me in my head. But I'd like that. I'm interested in making Harley's voice there. Question for you two. Now, one, I'm nearly done with reading Criminal and Cruel Summer by Brubaker and Phillips. I was wondering, which book do you think I should read from them next? Well, that depends on what's in print. Wait, you read Cruel Summer. Well, you can't go wrong with the Reckless books. Those are fantastic. They're in print. People think there's going to be an omnibus made of them. I don't care. I'm getting all the Reckless books. Another one's coming out later this year. They're coming. I don't know how he's doing it, but they're great. I think you could read the Reckless books and be happy. Fatale and Fade Out in hardcover. I feel like those might be out of print. One of them or two of them, but they might be available in trade paperback. Highly recommend those. I personally loved Incognito, which I think is still in print. Killer Be Killed. I'm pretty sure you can get that in trade paperback. I don't know about the hardcover, but those are all great, but I am recommending Reckless to you. And Frankenstein, these figures are all boss. I didn't even know they made a Frankenstein. Larry, Pulp Process Edition. That's right. It has the story pulp, which is a great book, and then the breakdowns and stuff in it. So it's cool. Craig Brubaker said he's working with Image to get his hardcovers reprinted, which I'm really happy about. Okay, good. Parker novels are amazing. Wish we could have gotten more. Yes, I agree. Cade Riley. Oh, he's a Celtics fan. I absolutely love Man of Steel. Awesome. Jeffy Nat, have you guys read on Stray Bullets? I read Stray Bullets in floppies when it came out. It's brutal and really well written. It's the first time I ever heard cool beans used as a phrase. I highly recommend Stray Bullets to anybody that likes crime. It is very brutal, though. I will say that. And it's in black and white. Man of Steel is the only Superman movie I need from Guzbuzz. Craig Stewart, I was just going to ask Justin Taylor whether they're going to have Pulp the other, but I doubt they want to upgrade another book. You are correct. Just the unfinished part of the basement is AKA the Omar part of the basement. That is where the Omar box is. That's where I put all my stuff that I don't want my wife to see that I've collected, has on it. And I'm not kidding. Call Omar with his cell phone number. Omar comes up, gets the box. My wife never sees it. This is upon my death. Jess, can you tell me what the first... Oh, okay. They covered it. Fantastic Four. Yeah, they already covered it. Omnidog. So, Jess, how's getting rid of the books before moving coming? It slowed down when Tyler was here, but I'm slowly moving those out. And I'm also selling statues. Thank you for asking. Next Imaginaut, if you're still here, I'll tell you guys all about Tyler's visit. It was amazing and fun and exhausting, but it's because we had so much fun. Planet Hulk was so good that I hated the bits thrown into Ragnarok because they completely ruined the story and made it a comedy. That's why I loved it. But that's the way it goes. Okay, Planet Hulk rules. Getting a reprint. Okay, yep, saw it. Fantastic Four was the first Marvel Omni. Yep. Marvel are reprinting New X-Men by Morrison, so I'm hoping they reprint Uncanny X-Force. Oh, those are out of print. I'll make a video about it anyway. Terry, yes. Lobster Johnson's awesome. Okay, I read that one already. New X-Men getting a reprint next year as well. Okay, good. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Minister of Comics, 2 crime-related items. Will you be catching the new 4K of Lost Highway currently touring? Have you checked out? I will ask him that about Lost Highway, and then I will get to your book. Ruckus Wolverine on eBay. I have never seen it for less for $100. Yeah, I thought it was pretty expensive. That's one you guys should read digitally because it's great. Michael Mann's pilot-directed series produced. Oh, yeah, Tokyo Vice. I do want to see that. Confess that I haven't caught up with it yet, but I'm champing at the bit to. Next Imaginaut, good for you to say champing at the bit. People say chomping, and that's incorrect. But of course, Next Imaginaut knows how to use words properly, so it's champing at the bit. What are the series behind Taylor under BPRD? It's the 5 or 6 red spined ones. I am sorry, I don't know. Red spined ones. We'll have to check. And next time we'll check. Wolverine Logan's $13.50 on Amazon. Thank you, Nathan. I will get that. Batman No Man's Land Volume 2. Think of buying it soon when it's released. Good. I encourage you. Oh, Larry's leaving half an hour ago. Gonna finish reading The Boys Omni before I fall asleep like an old man. I feel your pain. Reptilian was not my jam. Yes, Guzbuzz and I didn't agree on that, but True Graphic Novel fan says Reptilian was a great read for me. Oh, it's $2 on Kindle. Reaper XC, just dropping by to say hi, love your work. Going back to reading Monstrous by cuddling my dog children. Thank you, Reaper XC. Reaper's from Australia, where he's a firefighter. Peace and love to firefighters. You're doing God's work. So Reaper's a good guy. Nelson, Sharp's art is muddied, but the coloring, it's too dark and hard to see. When you see the pencils is amazing. Reptilian's art, yeah, I get the problems with it. I totally understand. It is kind of Arkham Asylum-like and sort of hard to see through, but I still dug the book. I'm sorry, Taylor's not here anymore. BKV Logan story is kind of an Elseworld story. I remember asking Peter M about that, and that is what he said. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm sorry I addressed that. I was in Costco over a week ago and a worker spoiled Obi-Wan for me because I had a Star Wars shirt on. I didn't mind, but another customer was raging in anger. It was pretty strange. Peace and love, but don't spoil anything for people. Holy guacamole. Thank you for making me happy. There's Jimmy Owens again. Thank you, buddy. I don't know why it didn't show up for me. Okay, here's a question for me. Relatedly, will you be picking up the new Star Wars Legends Tale of the Jedi Volume 2 Epic? I'm extremely selective in collecting Star Wars comics and am in agreement, with Omar that those are really some of the better ever made and offer a tantalizing glimpse of where the Lucasfilms might have gone had he not dropped the ball beginning with the prequels. We so agree on that. I don't collect epics next to Maginot. The only epics I have are Ann Nocenti's Daredevil, and that should be a guarantee that it's going to get an omnibus because I bought them. Okay. No, I got the super chat. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. I'm trying to catch up. I'm only 20 minutes. No, I'm still half an hour behind. Got those Absolute Authority on my list. Texas Gaming Comics. Good. Isn't Authority in the same universe as Sleeper? I want to get Sleeper, so maybe this will be... Oh, well, kind of. Sleeper's its own story. Authority and Sleeper and Planetary all have to be bought. You don't have a choice. You have to get those books and read them. Peace and Love, you got to get them and read them. I'm not kidding. They're the best. Yes, they're from Wildstorm. Okay, good. Okay, so I'll probably get both. Yes, you will. And you'll also get Planetary, Craig. Whoops. Okay, wait. Sorry. The thing jumped down to the bottom. I'm so sorry. Crippling Depression, 10-minute warning expired. Extremity is fantastic. Wait. Okay, wait. Okay. Just loves Secret Wars. True. I collected almost all the trades for Secret Wars that Avengers led into. That's the event I loved. Secret Wars. It's awesome. I love Civil War. I said what I said. You stand by it, Buzz. Really want to be interested in those old Star Wars comics from DH, but like my uncle said, do I want to get invested into something that doesn't go anywhere and doesn't matter? At this point, no. Uh-oh. I would like to register a complaint. Okay, we're going to go down the Cycle Cleveland rabbit hole. What is your complaint? Why is Jess constantly appearing on shows with alerting his loyal followers? Did you mean without? What? Wait, let's follow this. Oh, it didn't go very far. Extremity is fantastic. Yes. Okay. So, sorry. Cycle, I'm not sure what your Cy Spurrier wrote Dr. Aphra Omnibus, most of it. Can always trust y'all for some great recommendations. Thank you. Oh, Gillen then Spurrier. Yeah, Jimmy's right. Is it too late to say hi? No, because I'm going to be on for another hour catching up with these comments. I'm so sorry. I finished All New Wolverine. You sold me, Jess. I liked it. All New Wolverine, Peace and Love. One of my top 5 books in the top 19. It is awesome. Wait, Taylor sent me a message. Maybe it's... Oh. Oh, my thing's done. Let me ask him what the red books are. What are the red spine books behind you that are near BPRD? Question mark. No. Okay, I'm just going to send that. It printed out question mark. That's stupid. Yes. 10-minute warning expired 7 minutes ago. Oh my, Jess, you're doing it again. I literally bought Justice today. Here, the red spine books behind BPRD is Scalped from Taylor. Thanks. Okay, good. Justice. I'm so proud of you, Craig. You buy like all my recommendations, so you're reading good comics. So happy. Craig, you're my boy. Crippling depression. We have Kroger's in Virginia. Are you in Virginia? Crippling depression? I haven't seen Kroger's anywhere. LOL. Okay, I'm catching up. I love justice much more than Kingdom Come. No one cares about the Kroger cult. I've been to VA. They have Kroger's. I haven't seen any. Has anyone read Hound by Dark Horse Comics? I'm sorry, Comic Book Monster Turtles. I'm not familiar with that book. Craig, I'm nearly done with reading Criminal. Wait, I read that. Sorry. Just me. Put on me. Dean Winchester. I do that. Even put on some YouTube mood music sometimes. YouTube lo-fi is really good to read to. Joe Chip. Elongated Man is the only superhero my girlfriend likes. Go figure. Chris Corbin Green, welcome to the show. Hi, all. Recently found in a local bookshop near complete run of Peter Milligan's Shade, charging $2.40 per issue. Peter Milligan's Shade is boss. That is a great book. Good for you to find that. Below Zeros, I love that New Frontier. It's an awesome art piece. It is. Next Imagina, also noir related. Does the Minister of Comics know about the Martian Manhunter American Secrets mini? I think I have that. Martian Manhunter, Sons of Man, Rings of Saturn, The Red Rising, Identity. Oh my God, Identity's written by Steve Orlando? What's it doing in my collection? I haven't read American Secrets, apparently. And I have a Steve Orlando book. What the hell am I doing? Yeah, there's Bavarian Rev. Marcelo, thank you if you're still here. You need New Frontier and Absolute. I agree. My winter read, Australia Superman Omnibus, Grant Morrison. Okie dokie. I'm going to order new... Craig, you're great. I love it. Unfortunately, I did see some complaints that people didn't realize the Catwoman Omnibus was not all Darwin Cook. It is still great. I think, I should do an overview of that book. Maybe I can keep people from being disappointed. I should do an overview of that book. I'm feeling decent enough. Also, Crime Corner tomorrow, Sunday, with me and Buzzguzz, Joe Guzman, probably around 1 or 2 Eastern Standard Time. I should do an overview. That's a good point, MN40. Currently reading Blackest Night Omnibus for the first time. It's so good, I want to savor it. That's another event I did love. Psycho Cleveland's still yelling. Whatever that is, it's not right on the teleprompter. There's no reads. I can't read it. I don't know what that means. Well, I'll write it myself. This whole thing sucks. This is the great Bill O'Reilly. You should all watch the Bill O'Reilly meltdown on YouTube. When he was with, what was it? Something edition. What was it? Current Edition, I think. What was the name of that show? Cycle? Oh, the Bill O'Reilly meltdown is one of the most classic pieces of tape ever. Bavarian Rev, I ordered the Catwoman Omni today because, well, I just got a cat and I'm a woman. Oh, Bavarian Rev, I didn't know you were a woman. Good for you. I think women are great. They're better than men. I mean, that's just a fact. You can't, don't anybody argue with me either. Women are better than men. That's just a fact. It's always nice to see Taylor. Good, I agree. This is what we're talking about. La Pacifica, I have that. Family Man, have that. Green Candles, have that. Hunter's Heart and the 2 Road to Perdition sequels. Those are all Paradox Press. They're great. You're right, Lars. Oh, Kramer's friend, Bob's Sacament. Oh, yeah. I love Taylor's more of a Seinfeld expert than I am. I genuinely love when Jess is so far back in comics, he has no clue what anything means anymore. I should pin that comment. It's so true. Okay. I'm sorry that was... I'm getting close. Oh, Jesus, I'm still half an hour behind. How can I be half an hour behind? Craig Stewart, what are you currently reading, Jess? I'm reading Thor by Jason Aaron omnibus. Nice. Just finished Criminal Volume 2 and Invincible Ultimate Collection Volume 9. Nice. I am currently reading, well, I just got done with Greg Rucka Wolverine. I read Demon Days. These are for Omnicat's show next week. I still have to read Squarriors, and I read Demon Days by Peach Momoko. Those are my most current reads. I'm actually feeling much better right now, so I can actually go up and, well, I'm going to be here for another hour going through comments. So, but I feel good enough that I can start reading again. Is Lobster Johnson good? Yes, I believe we have answered that. It is fantastic. I ordered Green Lantern Apes book, and oh, I'm sorry. That blows. I'm really sorry, Below Zeros. James doing great work. Here's the link for the CBLDF Green Lantern Planet of the Apes. Thank you so much, James. I'm going to copy that and wait, how can I do that here? Can I copy and paste? No. Okay, I'll figure out how to copy and paste that in the description below when I do it an hour from now when I'm done with comments. Oh, here's a good one. Oh boy, I discovered ice cream from Little. It would go well with root beer. I'm doing that in a few weeks. I haven't had that ice cream. I'll have to look for it. Okay, James gets a big thanks for that. Chicano Heat, how's it going, buddy? Jess, how are you on this groovy Batterday? I feel good. Thank you. Have you read Battle Pug? I have not. So what did you think? I just picked up Battle Hug hardcover and Battle Pope. I have not read Battle Pug, Chicano. I'm so sorry. Oh, we're back on Christmas. Cereal prices started to get crazy in the mid-2000s. Unfortunately, I only buy the name brands now for the monster cereals. Yes. And for Christmas. Yes. Name brands are way expensive, I feel. Those are the only cereals I buy too. Monster and Christmas. Good for you, Edmund 40. Moshe, good vibes. LOL on the hearing voices thing, Jess. Same here. Same here. Peace and love. Yes, the voices in my head are quiet now, but the minute the show's over, they're going to take over. William Lee, how you doing? What time is this? Wait, am I almost caught up? No, I'm 22 minutes behind. I enjoyed Hickman Fantastic Four so much. I loved that book. I blind bought X-Men Run, thanks Omar, but I feel like this isn't X-Men. Who wrote the X-Men Run? And first of all, don't buy anything from Omar. X-Men, he buys every crappy X-Men book that's ever been printed. He's crazy, like Peter M. They're all nuts. They buy every X-Men book ever. Don't buy an Omar recommendation on X-Men. Something else? Yes. He buys everything X-Men. He's crazy. Yeah, I'm going to be reading Hickman's Fantastic Four first, and then the two Avengers Omnis when they reprint. The Bendis stuff was just going to be something to read for fun while I wait for the reprint. The Hickman X-Men run. Okay, I got it now. I liked it. I think it's harder to read in the omnibus format. When I say that, I mean that the Dawn of X books, I felt like that run, starting with House of X, Powers of X, and then I read Dawn of X, and then the X of Swords. Honestly, I have the Hickman X. I have the Hickman omnibus. But if you read the Dawn of X trades, I have a video on this in my library. Even though it's all different stories, and it's like X-Men 1-3, Cable 1-2, whatever. It kind of fleshes out Hickman's X-Men better than in the omnibus. I think you're missing information in the omnibus that you get in the Dawn of X trades. Now, there's how many Dawn of X trades are there? There's like 15. So I can't ask you to go out and buy them because that's a big thing to buy. Watch my Dawn of X video that I did like last year. It might help flesh out some of Hickman's X-Men. I feel like the omnibus, just while it's great writing, the other things in Dawn of X, the other books in Dawn of X, I'm sorry, the other stories in the Dawn of X trades help it make more sense, if you understand what I'm saying. Are you getting Suicide Squad? Get Joker. It's magazine size like Dead Earth. I saw it the other day. I love both of those creators, but Brian Azzarello's last book was Batman Damned, which I think got editorially interfered with. So I'm going to read it digitally first, and if I love it, I will get it. But peace and love to Brian Azzarello. I'm going to try it digitally first. Planet of the Apes Green Lantern, free to read on Comixology. Costs you no money. Good point there, Nathan. Thank you. Texas Gaming Comics. Dead Earth is the same height as Murder Falcon, but Dead Earth is wider like a magazine. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Daniel Warren Johnson is boss. We agree. Guzzbuzz feels like Craig Stewart should read Reckless. Guzzbuzz is right, because that's what I said. Craig Stewart, getting the Reckless books is probably the way to go first, and I'm sure one day they'll do a deluxe edition for those Reckless stories. Maybe. I don't know. I get his newsletter, and I did see that he is working to try and get his stuff reprinted. Don't wait for a deluxe. These stories are too good to wait for. You need them in your life now. Brubaker also said he and Sean are planning to make a Fade Out sequel, and they will return to the criminal universe. Some great news. Fade Out, yes, I'm saying it. Peace and love to everybody that likes everything else. Fade Out is my favorite. I even sent it to my sister for Christmas when it came out. I don't know if she dug it or not, but that's how much I love it. Captain Makasu, just saw the stream was live. Unfortunately, I can't stay. Just want to say peace and love and remind everyone to smash that like button. Thank you, buddy. Oh, statue selling is supposedly a nightmare unless you can just hand it off. Packaging can be tough for statues. I've sold 3 or 4 sideshows, and I've had no problem, but I don't like selling them. You're right, MN40. They're so delicate, and they fit in their styrofoam packaging okay, but I sold my Black Canary, and her hand was like sticking out when I put the styrofoam down. The guy never said anything to me after he bought it, so I'm assuming it got there safely. But yeah, I'm nervous about selling statues. You're right. Scalped. Yep. I think the book was scalped. Yeah, scalped. Everybody agrees it was scalped. Are we talking about scalped? Yeah, okay, that's it. Is that book good? Everybody loves Scalped. That's where I feel like Jason Aaron made his mark. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are there 5? I've only made it to book 2 3 times through book 2. That's on me. I definitely have to read Scalped. I never heard anybody say anything bad about Scalped. It's apparently a brilliant comic, and I just haven't gotten through it. Everybody loves Scalped. Love it personally, but book 2 of Scalped is a whale. Oh, yeah, if collecting hardcovers. Oh, well, maybe I'll catch it digitally then. I bet that thing gets an omnibus from DC. They made an omni of American Vampire. They made an omni of Why the Last Man. They made an omni of DMZ was a compendium. Fables was a compendium. Jason Aaron is a big enough name that I bet they make an omnibus of that. Just saying. Oh, damn it. I went down to the last thing. Oh, okay. I already forgot what he said. I can't wait to watch. Oh, good. Obi-Wan to do a Star Wars rewatch. Yeah, end of the summer. I will be getting Authority and Planetary as soon as possible. And Sleeper in December. Thank you, Jess. Oh, and Chad Omnidog, Peace and Love, just sent me a link to get the Logan book. Thank you, Chad Omnidog, the original Omnidog. The original Omnidog chat dude just sent it to me. Peace and love. Thank you, Chad Omnidog, and peace and love to your lovely wife. Terry is clapping. Okay, good. Thank you. Craig Stewart, you can find it on eBay for a reasonable price occasionally. Just keep checking on it. I got all 5 for a good price within the last 6 months. That's a good tip for scalped. Do you have a top 5 Image comic books? You may have done a video on this topic, to be honest. Top 5 Image books. That would be impossible because because Lazarus would take up a spot and like the rest would be Brubaker books. I haven't finished Invincible. Freaking low. All those books by Hickman. Decorum is one of my books of the year. That's Image. Low and Black Science and Deadly Class by Remender. All those books are by Remender. I could do a top 10 Image books video if you want. Top 5. It's gonna all be Brubaker. So top 10 Image books. Let me write that down. Top 10 Image books. Top 10. No, not there. Okay. Top 10 Image books. And knowing me, it'll be top 15. So you'll get good recommendations. It might end up being top 20. I mean, there's too many. Okay, Cycle Cleveland is still yelling without notifying loyal subscribers. The video didn't notify you? I'm sorry. I didn't get a subscription thing, but I'm sorry. YouTube can screw up that way. Oh, you live in Richmond. I would like to go to the Third Eye. There's like 2 Third Eye comic books around the Richmond area. I need to go down there and check them out. Oh, Cycle Cleveland's still yelling. I recently became aware Jess has been appearing on some show called S&M Toys or something like that. I appear on Tyler's show where we unbox and chill. That's SSD Toys. Thank you, chat and Taylor and Jess for telling me about Scalped. Scalped is great. Definitely get all of the Star Wars Epic Collection. I'm up to date with them. So far, every recommendation you give me this is good for me, my ego. So as long as we keep that up, I'm happy. All New Wolverine will be my next read. One of my favorite books ever. Top 5 out of the top 19. So great. So great. Tom Taylor doesn't have it in him to write a bad book. Tom Taylor is probably my favorite writer. Halen Spearing, thoughts on Starman, third of the way through, and it has all-time favorite potential. I personally love Starman. I loved it reading it in floppies. He starts out as a collector. I mean, he has like a store where he buys and sells pop culture stuff, out of stuff from the 50s and 60s, nostalgia items, which I dug. And then he becomes Starman. I thought it was great. Some people don't dig it. I think they're a minority. I think the majority of people love Starman. I don't care about the minority. I love Starman. Halen, I think it will be one of your all-time favorites. Right. We'll do it live. That is part of the Bill O'Reilly meltdown. I'll do it live. Fuck it. I'll write it the whole thing. I think I've seen the Bill O'Reilly do it live clip 7,000 times. Yeah, I like the Catwoman run, all of it. However, some people only read it if certain creators involved. Okay, I'll do an overview and tell people what's going on. I'm really excited to get Pulp because I haven't read that. And the Ice Cream Man Deluxe Edition. I've heard Ice Cream Man is such a brilliant book. Brilliant horror book. And you're welcome for the Deluxe Edition because I bought it all in trade paperback. Peace and love. You're welcome. It is awesome. It is extremely creepy. It's hard for a comic book to be that creepy. You know, it's easier to watch it on television and get freaked out. But it sort of gets under your skin and makes you feel icky. It's really good. I really dig it. Inside Edition. That was it. Inside Edition. We all keep commenting the show could last forever. Hey, I got nothing going on. Yeah. What do I got to do? I gotta go to bed after this. I'm surprised Thor by Aaron Volume 2 has not been announced. That is the omnibus you're talking about. I collected the hardcovers, so I need to finish those and read War of Realms. So that's that. I'm so sorry, Marcelo. I didn't catch this. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'll catch the replay. Same. I'm hoping Thor by Aaron Volume 2 comes out next year if possible. That is hard on people when you've got it split in two. I think that's what's happening with the Question Omnibus. There's going to be a Volume 2, and it's much more fun to read the whole thing at once. I get it. One omnibus I'd love to happen. Oh, is Birds of Prey by Gail Simone. I can't understand why that hasn't happened. Completely agree with you. I love Birds of Prey by Gail Simone. That's one of my favorite books. It's not in the top 19, but maybe I should reread it and it'll get it in the top 20. Glad Just is feeling well. Thank you, MN40. You should keep a live stream up and make a huge swath of videos. I will. Thank you. Thank you so much. Open the link to Green Lantern Planet of the Apes and just copy the URL from the new tab. I can't do it while it's live because of things. But I will put it in the description below. Here's a good question. Eric. Hey, Jess. How's it going, Eric? I hope all is well. Thank you. Have you read Nocturtles? Curious of your take on it. Somebody else asked me this question. I read Nocturnals and Floppies, but it was a long time ago. I feel like that's an old book. Daniel Brereton art isn't for everybody, but I dig it. I remember liking it, but I can't recommend it yet until I read it. I digitally sample it. Read the first 4 or 5 issues and see if you like it. I remember digging it, but I feel like it was a long time ago. Wait, who are we talking about? They're all nuts. Me included. Wait, who are we talking about? Are we all nuts? Malto Meal makes the best cereals. Knock off Captain Crunch with marshmallows. So, oh no. ONO. What does that stand for? Terry, thank you. Nice t-shirt. I'll even show it. Peace and love to John Mooney, who told me about this on eBay. I got it in a different color. Just search eBay for it. Comes from the UK. It's cheap. It's a really good shirt. It was inexpensive and shipping was not expensive. It's great. Batman is a DJ. How boss is that? Thank you. I appreciate it. You're right, just Hicksman. Okay, right. I already answered that, Cesar. Oh, Hondalorian. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Gosh darn it. This thing goes to the... Okay, there we are. Fade Out and Criminal are the 2 books I really hope are reprinted so I can read them. Otherwise, I'll just get the paperbacks. Criminal is... isn't Criminal out and plentiful? The 3 Hardcovers? Fade Out. Did you mean Fatale? I know Fade Out's out of print, and I'm pretty sure the 2 hardcovers for Fatale are out of print. I don't know about Kill or Be Killed. Oh, I mean Kill or Be Killed. Sorry. Kill or Be Killed. I'm sorry you're in England because I'm getting ready to sell my trades. I could just send them to you, but it'd be like $90 shipping. But you want the hardcover, and I don't blame you. American Vampire Omnibus too soon. Lars says Jason Aaron series I like. Scalped, Southern Bastards. Oh, and Sea of Stars. I just got those and I haven't read them yet. I'm glad you liked them, Lars. I will put those up on the top of the wall stack of shame that's out there that's taller than I am. Oh, and here's a good time for me to talk about Organic Price Books, because there's Lloyd Wong, who reminds me, Organic Price Books. They're having a summer sale, 10% off, and $2 off with the code Omnidog. This is all below in the description. You can take a hot link right to Organic Price Books, 5% off, shipping 3 or more books together with Omnidog. Omnidog shipping together. Right on for Organic Price Books, their boss. Lloyd Wong, I love Scalped, but it took a second read through. Omar wasn't a fan of Scalped, though. Okay, fine. Descender. I have Descender in hardcover. I have waited out Ascender. I'm going to get it when it comes out in hardcover. Remender Books, right. Hi, Peter Fadness. Hi, Jess. First time catching your stream. Thank you. Enjoy your videos. I'm starting to fall into the golden age black hole just when I swore I was going to cut down on omnibuys. I got all the golden age Batman and Superman, and even I couldn't get into it. I wish you the best with those. I think there's a certain segment that they're meant for. If they had come out when I was like 13 or 14, when I was so into the golden age, I would have eaten those books up. But now it's even a little tough for me to get through. I know those are classic stories. They're not for everybody. I'm so pleased for you that you will love the golden age. There's a lot of great stuff. I wish you the best, and I mean that. I would love to see it. Oh, I'm almost caught up. I would love to see a top 10 Image Books. Yeah, and you can always have more on the side. LO. Image Books are taking up most of my collection right now, which I'm happily surprised with. I could probably do a top 50 Image Books. There's so many good. Ooh, Royal City. I mean, I got to do a Jeff Lemire video of the latest 4 books by him. So yeah, Royal City's a great recommendation. Oh, Hayden, you're so nice. Thank you very much. Can't stick around, but just wanted to say thanks for your work. I appreciate that a lot. Agree with All New Wolverine. Made both my kids read it. They loved it. That's awesome that your kids are reading comics. Good for you, Peter. Thank you for showing up. Jess is great for reading these comments. I appreciate all you do, Jess. Thank you. It really means a lot to me. Thanks. It's very therapeutic. It might sound weird, but I'm glad you do what you do. It doesn't sound weird, M-Man40. That gives me extra strength. It gives me the will to live. It makes me want to make more videos. So thank you so much. Peace and love to you, M-Man40. This makes me want to do more videos. That's a huge compliment. I really appreciate it. Just making my way into the horror genre, so Ice Cream Man is the perfect book then. Totally. Terry says, Jeff Lemire and Tom Taylor, top 2. Not going to argue with that. Any plans for a new episode of Unbox and Chill this week? Well, if I hold all his stuff, he only got a couple books. He got some manga, but I still have like 40 things that I didn't get to, that we didn't get to because I can tell you, I can tell you everything we did. I'll tell you everything we did when I catch up. I'm almost caught up. We need a message to subscribers when Jess is appearing on other shows. Okay, peace and love. I will do that. So Crime Corner tomorrow. Have you got plans for some videos next week? Yes, I'm going to do a Catwoman overview, and a Jeff Lemire book, his latest books. Like, I think there's like 4 things that I need to read, and I have been asked to do a Black Hammer reading order by a subscriber. So I'm feeling well enough, and I can do that. So yeah, I should be able to do. I'd like to do a couple of overviews because I think those are helpful to people. So yeah, I'm going to be trying to do them as much as I can. Thank you. James Abel, this is your new job. You haven't read Firepower yet, have you? I think you'd like that. Chris Samney Art. Fricking DCBS hasn't sent me it yet. I am going. What's the date today? July 9th. They should have sent me my March order by now. Firepower's in there. I want to read it. Not a big fan of Kirkman, but I hear he nails it, and the Chris Samney art is supposed to be boss. I definitely want to read that. Whoop. Those nocturnal HCs are super reasonable. $25. Whoa, ISD? No. ISD is for Omnibros. That's where I pump IST. We pump organic price books here. Thank you, Texas Gaming Comics. Omar and Riley, you said they bought. I think I don't know if Riley's as crazy as Omar and Peter M. And Peter M, respect and love him. Omar, can't stand that guy. Fuck you, Omar. No, I'm kidding. But they buy every crappy X-Men book that ever comes out because they even bought X-Men Gold. That was supposed to be awful, and they still bought it. So they buy everything X-Men. So you can't take a recommendation from them because they tell you to buy everything. Is that me? Am I the king of comics? Peace and love, Terry. I'm going to assume you mean me. Oh, Ono is Hawaiian slang for meaning delicious. Oh, I didn't know that. Are you from Hawaii, Chicano Heat? You got a Giants shirt on in your... Are you Hawaiian? Are you a Hawaiian Chicano? That's interesting. You have a Giants shirt on in your avatar little thingy. Craig Stewart, I think Fatale Deluxe Edition Volume 2 is in print, but Volume 1 is not, which is really annoying when that happens. I get it. Yes, totally get it. I feel your pain. And yeah, I'm in the UK, so shipping would be crazy on those trades, but I appreciate you mentioning it. Sure, buddy. If only Omnidog had Discord, we could all post about all of his appearances on other channels at Cycle Cleveland. I don't have a Discord. What's your favorite Batman book that's collected in an omnibus? And what's a Batman book that isn't in an omnibus, but you would like to see get one? This is a good question. Hey, I'm getting caught up. Okay, wait. What's your favorite Batman book that's collected in an omnibus? Batman's over here. No. Those are good, but I don't. It's not my favorite. Wait, in an omnibus. Batman in an omnibus. Why is this so hard for me? What's going on here? Batman in an omnibus. I am so unorganized. Batman. Whoops, sorry, I hit the microphone. Batman in an omnibus. See, I don't buy a lot of Batman omnibus. The Scott Snyder run I kept in the standard hardcovers. So I'll say that one. I don't have it, but it's out there. The Scott Snyder run in omnibus. I would say I don't own it because I kept the standard hardcovers. But that would be a great omnibus. And what's a Batman book that isn't in an omnibus, but you'd like to see get one? Okay. Batman. It's well, I have the trades. Okay, wait. Let's look at the Batman section. Over there with the figures, as you can see, there's the Batman section. Batman New Gotham, Batman Cage, Batman Judge Dredd. I think, well, it doesn't need an omnibus, but it needs a hardcover. So I'm cheating a little bit. I'm sorry. Wait. Oh, Batman Eternal. That's a good one. Whoops. Here I am. Sorry. I liked Batman Eternal. I love Batman and Robin Eternal. Those are just two trades. I'd love to see that get released in an oversized hardcover, or I'd even accept a standard hardcover. I think Batman and Robin Eternal is even better than Batman Eternal. I think people are sort of divided on Batman Eternal. Tyler almost stole it from me. That's the one he wants the most. So maybe it's out of print. Here's another Batman book. So Batman and Robin Eternal needs a hardcover. I'm kind of cheating. I'm sorry, Craig. Are you up to date with the IDW? No, I'm at freaking Tyler. We had a whole series and I read up to volume 10. So I need to read 11, 12, and 13 still. Oh, I've been wanting to read Black Hammer. That'll be super helpful. Okay, good. I will do that this week. Went back to the bottom. James Abel, if I am cracking your code, are you saying there's a place to chat about Omnidog that I'm unaware of? No, I don't have a Discord. I wouldn't even know what to do with a Discord. Keeping up with Jeff Lemire's output is almost close to impossible. Lars, that's a good point. Not only does he pump those books out, but I love them. I love everything that he does. He's got a crazy output. We're in a wealth of Jeff Lemire books, and it's awesome. It is hard to keep up with them. As I said, I have 4. I read. Oh, one book that I read that I found interesting was Passageways, the Bone Orchard Mythos. There's supposed to be a series. I'll review that when I review the other Jeff Lemire books. I enjoyed it, but I can see how some people might not enjoy it. It gives you a lot of questions, but not a lot of answers, which I think is okay. But I'll review that when I review the Jeff Lemire books this week. MN40, I enjoy your content. You know that. You're a great person. I hope to enjoy your content for years to come. You're the man. MN40, peace and love. I love that. Thank you so much. That means everything to me. I mean it. It means everything to me. Thank you so much. Joey Richards. Haha, Omer buys everything. You are the best, my bro. The king of not just comics, nicest dude alive. Joey Richards, why aren't you writing in more? Participate in the chat more. I need more of those kinds of comments. Thank you, buddy. Texas Gaming Comics Nocturnals are $25 on OPB. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. That's hilarious. Is there a Discord that no one, not even Jess, is aware of? Is there an Omnidog Discord that I don't know about? Scott Snyder, New 52. Yeah, that's the omnibus I would recommend. Yep. Oh. Once we get into Silver Age Batman omnis and we get to the year 1968, well, even let me think. World's Finest is where I first saw his art in 1968, but my World's Finest books are upstairs and they're the Silver Age. So I feel like I saw some unretouched Neil Adams work in there and used it in a video. Okay, my point is that, yeah, that Neil Adams Batman omnibus is horrible. Although I still get comments on that. I did it in like 2017. Somebody made a huge argument in a nice way about why it was appropriate. So some people like that retouched one, but once the Silver Age Omnis for Batman and Superman get to 68, well, mostly Batman, that's when you can see the Neil Adams unretouched from like 68 to 70, 1968 to 1971. Excuse me. That's when we'll be able to see the real stuff, and it'll be great. I think the colors will pop more. They don't need to be retouched. You'll be able to see. What I want to see is the difference. You'll be able to see the difference from one Batman artist to Neil Adams and how revolutionary his art was back then. That's what I want to see. MN40, I agree with you. You need to. The reason why I didn't like the touched up stuff is because it made it too modern, in my opinion. And you have to see it unretouched to see how powerful and revolutionary it was when we went from like Batman 66 art. Boom, there's Neil Adams drawing realistic stuff that he said, if superheroes existed, this is what they'd look like. And that's why we need to see unretouched, powerful Neil Adams stuff. God bless him. Rest in peace. He was a great artist. I never met him. I saw him plenty of times at cons. Rest in peace. He was amazing. His unretouched stuff. War Games need an omnibus soon after No Man's Land. I have War Games. Wait, don't I? You love it. Yes, I do have War Games and trade paperback, so I'm not going to get an Omni. But if that's what you want, Jose, that's what should happen. I kept Batman's No Man's Land and all that stuff because I think it looks great in trade paperback. But I get why people want it in Omni, and I think you should get it. I kept all my Paul Dini. I almost said Bruce. I kept all my Paul Dini stuff in trade paperback and did not get the omnibus because that was hell finding those Paul Dini trades. So that's why I a lot of times I don't upgrade because it takes me so long to find these books. So that's why I don't upgrade a lot of times. Were you a fan of the Paul Dini? Yep. It's right there. I haven't read it yet. Taylor thinks it's the greatest thing ever. I haven't read it yet. I can't wait to read it. That's something maybe I could do a video on, but I heard it's awesome. And that's why I'm keeping the trades, because I want all the Paul Dini stuff. When it comes to Batman, the Englehart and Marshall Rogers stories. Yeah, Jokerfish. I do have. Okay. Let's see if we can see it. I do have. Okay. Let's be careful here. There, if you can see it right there, is all those Tales of the Dark Knight, Tales of Batman, Dark Knight stuff, Carmine Infantino, Marshall Rogers. All those books. Yeah, Jokerfish is awesome. I have those. I love those. I love Carmine Infantino's art. I still do. We know he isn't going to go with Kevin Smith Batman. That is correct. Jump to the bottom. I think Batman Eternal got an omnibus, but Batman and Robin Eternal didn't get anything. Yeah, all it's got is the trades. Those are great answers. Thanks. Wait. I'm going to go to bed. Just realized it's 4 a.m. over here. Really enjoyed talking with you and everyone else and getting some even more recommendations. Have a good night. God bless you, Craig Stewart. You're a great fan. I totally appreciate you. Maybe in 2023, we'll get some of those Silver Age Batman books. I think the first one's supposed to come out this year. And I'm not kidding when I say I need them to print those faster. I'm 63. I don't know how much longer I got here. I may have 7 years, 20 years tomorrow. I don't know. I'm 63. I'm old. So I got those. They got to pump out those Silver Age Batman books so I can get to the Denny O'Neil and Neil Adams stuff. I'm serious. I mean, come on. War Games could be an easy omnibus. Joey Richards, I haven't read the Dini yet either. Can't wait. I'll go there after Gotham Central, which is, brilliant. And JSA. I read JSA a bunch in floppy. I still haven't made it to the Omnis. But you could say that about 80% of my collection that I haven't gotten to it yet. I know. I suck. Sorry. Oop. Englehart had a standard HC a few years ago. Yes, we just showed it. Norm Brayfogle, Batman is top tier. Totally get it. Hey, Jess, do you have the Sleeper Omnibus? If so, would you recommend? I do have it. I read it recently. I feel like Taylor and I might have done a crime corner on it. If you want to check the library, I'm pretty sure we did a crime corner on it. The answer is 100% yes, Colin. Sleeper is fantastic. You want me to pull it out? The Omnibus? Just a sec. Where is it? Okay. Whoops. I have to move a few action figures. Yes, I have it. I'll read you the description. Holden Carver is a double agent without a choice. Wait, let me put it here. Oh, thanks, Cycle. I hope it's true. Yes. Fast track those bad boys. Okay. I will show you the art. This is Brubaker and Sean Phillips. Early Sean Phillips. Holden Carver is a double agent without a choice. Spymaster John Lynch, the only man who knows his mission, lies in a coma. Dow, the criminal mastermind whose organization Carver has infiltrated, is growing suspicious. Or maybe just playing a particularly cruel game of cat and mouse. Can Holden evade detection by those who think he's an ally, avoid capture by those who would believe he's a traitor, and somehow survive with his soul intact? Yeah, I can show you this. Early Sean Phillips is still good Sean Phillips. Yeah, this book is incredible. I'm glad that it is getting a reprint because it's been out of print for way too long. So yes, 100% get Sleeper. It was mentioned earlier that this is part of his Wildstorm universe. Like, yeah, and I do remember that. I do remember that now. Fast track, yep. 3-hour shows are becoming a regular thing for you. Just if you guys want to ask me questions, God bless you. You guys are the reason I'm here. If you want to keep asking me questions, I'll do this till 1 a.m. or until my laptop runs out of juice. Still got juice. This is pretty good. 3 hours for that laptop. Jess is going longer and stronger the older he gets. If I'm not in pain, I'm okay to do anything. Thank you, Cycle. Joey Richards. JSA Omnibus has been my favorite team so far, and I've been a diehard JLA fan my whole life. Very impressed. I remember reading it in trades and loving it, especially the Gog and Magog issues. I thought with the Alex Ross covers, those were boss issues. I read them so long ago. I really do need to read that whole thing. It is, I know, I remember liking it a lot. James Abel, Jess, you were only 63 in this world, the Bizarro world. Sometimes I feel like I'm in the Bizarro world. The Batman 396. Thoughts on Morrison's JLA run? That's a book I read a long time ago in floppies too. I liked it a lot. I'm trying to think. Yeah, no, I don't have anything bad to say about it. I enjoyed it. I'm probably due for a reread to catch up, to remind myself how great it was, but I really liked it. And then, of course, Mark Waid's Tower of Babel right after it is brilliant. And I think it got its own hardcover. Yeah, it's great. I kept the trades because there are stories in there not by Grant Morrison, and they took those out, of course, because it was a Grant Morrison JLA omnibus. So I kept the trades so I could just read it straight through. I don't know how the omnibus reads without those stories. They may be considered filler. I don't remember if they were help the continuity. But I kept the trades, but I can recommend it. I really liked it. A lot of the Neil Adams Batman was published in Norwegian during the 70s and early 80s, and I still have most of the issues. That's cool. Very cool. Awesome. Thanks, Jess. Pick up the reprint. It's been on my list forever. Good. On Crime Corner, is it going to be all Martini edition Last Call? Interesting you asked that, because that's the book we're going to be reading, and The Ghost in You we're going to be reviewing. I meant reviewing when I said reading. We're doing Last Call and The Ghost in You, which I think we were supposed to do it a month ago, but I wasn't feeling well. Sorry, Joe. Are you still in the chat, Joe? Wait, I thought I saw you. Goose Booze, better be ready tomorrow. Jess, you just want to do Crime Corner right now? We could go on for a few more hours. Yeah, I'm feeling good, so that's why it's great. Let's see. Crime Corner. Yes. Jess feels good. I feel good. I always feel. Oh, you're so sweet. Question: make Jess feel better. Alert the doctors of the world. Thank you, buddy. Fun fact: TAO, Tactically Augmented Organism, was a character created by Alan Moore for Wildcats. I have Alan Moore's Wildcats somewhere. Where is that? I also have that other book that he had, like a superhero for Wildstorm. Was it Supreme? I have that and I haven't read it yet. I think it was called Supreme, and it was 2 trades. I've read all of Last Call and reread the first Martini. Ooh, I don't think we're doing the first Martini edition, are we, Joe? Or are we doing the first one too? I think we're just doing the second one. Right? Also, Reckless Ghost in You. Goose, are you ready? LOL, I am. I have lots of thoughts and definitive opinions. Joe, let's just say, okay, I wake up at like 6. I get my next dose at 10, then 2. Let's just say 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Joe. Let's nail it right here. 1 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. Can you make that? Guzzbuzz? Favorite X-Men Omni. I'm going to do a video on this because the best way to read X-Men for the new reader, to me, is the way I read it. And that was New X-Men, Astonishing X-Men, and Uncanny X-Force. For the new reader, that's how I got into X-Men. And I have a ton of X-Men books. So I would say my favorites are New X-Men, Astonishing X-Men, and Uncanny X-Force. If they're out of print, they'll be back in print. Don't pay high prices on eBay. They will be back in print. Why were most comics in the 70s, mainly DC, were black and white? I remember, what? Black and white? You may be reading reprints, Terry. They were all in color. Everything's always been in color. The showcase editions were black and white. Maybe you're thinking about those. Raphael, I want an Elseworlds Batman omnibus. That's actually a really good idea. There's some trade paperbacks already with collections of those stories. That's a really good idea. I'm trying to see. Whatever. Okay. Okay, you read that. Okay, good. Oh, this sounds cool. Jess, I went to see Kraftwerk. Those guys are still at it at the Bill Graham Auditorium in San Francisco on my birthday last Wednesday. Figured you'd appreciate that. Did they play an extended version of Tour de France. That's always been my favorite. Tell me they played that for like 45 minutes. Please, Hondalorian, tell me they just went on and on with Tour de France. Brubaker is ready for what's coming. I didn't think you were doing the first one, but I'd like to be over prepared. Okay, just a second. 1 p.m. it is. Awesome. I will be biking 100 miles tomorrow. I'm going to be ready to rumble. Holy smoke. Okay, it was Showcase. Have you ever read Tom Strong or Halo Jones? Any good? I have not read Halo Jones, although I own it. I highly, highly recommend Tom Strong. It's oddly, I don't think it's hard to find. If you can't find it in your LCS, I don't think eBay charges too much over. It's weirdly printed with the first 2 in deluxe editions, and then the rest is just trades. Holy smoke, is it great. That and Top 10, the book Top 10 by Alan Moore, are 2 of the best Alan Moore superhero things you can read. Top 10 doesn't get very much attention. I don't know why. I'm not even sure the Absolute's still in print, but if you can find it in trade paperback, I'll do some research on that. Maybe I should do something on Tom Strong and Top 10. They're like underappreciated Alan Moore books. Highly recommend Tom Strong in whatever form you can get it. Tom Strong is fantastic. And I'm talking about Tour de France, the song. Come on, man. Alan Moore did Wildcats, part of the crossover Fire in Heaven, and the best Superman story in issue 1 of Wildstorm Spotlight. Supreme was Rob Liefeld's title, and a Voodoo miniseries at Wildstorm. What am I thinking of? Alan Moore did Wildcats, but he did something else. What was his Superman-like character? Omar said he was going to do that too, and we did not have popcorn. Shut the heck up. Without going into spoilers, for anyone who hasn't watched it yet, how is going to see Thor with Tyler? We saw it at the Alamo, which was awesome. We had milkshakes, so that made us in a good mood. Tyler and I loved it. I've heard that it's polarizing, that other people didn't like it. All I can say is people are different. I don't know what some people's expectations were going into it. I just wanted to see Natalie Portman as Thor, and I'm not going to spoil anything. I cried a few times, manly tears. I cried a few times. Tyler and I loved it. We couldn't stop talking about it. We also couldn't stop talking about the 2 end scene credits. Stay till the very end because there's 2 of them. One I cried at. We loved it. I'm not going to spoil it for you. Some people don't like it. I kind of feel sorry for them. What am I going to say? I loved it. Tyler loved it. We both went out of there just, and then we went and got another milkshake. So we had 2 milkshakes. I don't think I posted that on Instagram yet. James, we loved it. People that didn't like it, okay, you didn't like it. That's the way it goes. I'm still trying to digest if I liked it as much as Multiverse of Madness, which I absolutely adored. And of course, I love No Way Home. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. But Tyler and I loved it. It had everything we wanted in a movie. Okay. That's my... Okay, Supreme. It is Supreme. You had it before. That was Supreme. Okay, Supreme. That's what I have. I don't know Majestic. Supreme. Okay, I have the Supreme books and I haven't read them. I also have not Absolute Wildcats. I have his Wildcats and I haven't read it. I also have to decide what I'm going to do with those 90 Gen 13 books that I have. It was amazing, Omnidog. They played they played the shit out of Tour de France. Also, Numbers, Electric Cafe was a live 3D show, straight fire. Whoa, I love Kraftwerk. I also loved Gary Newman back in the day. And Cars. Okay, sorry. I'm kind of jealous, Honda DeLorean. I'm glad you had fun. First of all, if you live in San Francisco, you live in the best city in the world. Sorry, it's most of my opinion. San Francisco's where I would live if I could live there. Raphael, did you see the trailer? I did see the trailer. I saw it twice on Amazon Prime. So far, Amazon Prime has been good at comic book TV shows with The Boys and incredible. What's incredible? I have to see The Boys. I may just skip The Boys and just watch Paper Girls straight there because it's so awesome. I mean, I love the book and I hope the TV show's good. Majestic, Supreme. I watched Newton's Apple in the 80s, early 90s. Kraftwerk did that theme. Oh, yeah. It was pretty cool. Majestic at Wildstorm and Supreme at Extreme Maximum. Okay. Yep. Perhaps for Crime Corner bonus, debate the detailed specifics on why Jess loves Reptilian while Joe hates it, since Reptilian is sort of a direct... Joe, I think, already did a video on Reptilian. Joe, if you're still in the chat, you can tell us. Joe, we can promote your YouTube channel, Joe. I actually don't want to know why Joe hates it because I love it so much, but I'm pretty sure Joe already did a YouTube video on it on Guzzbuzz. So just watch our two videos. I don't want to get into a debate with him about why he didn't like it. He has his own reasons, and I'm sure they're valid, but you just go to his channel, Guzzbuzz. Alan Moore did Mr. Majestic. Important question: what flavor shake? We had at Alamo Mexican vanilla shakes. Then we went over to BurgerFi, where we got frozen custard shakes. He had red velvet, and I had dark chocolate, and they were awesome. What Lars said, Mr. Majestic is attached to Wildcats and Moore wrote a book on him. Oh, not incredible. Invincible. Oh, okay. I need to finish Invincible before I need to finish the Invincible books before I watch the comic. Nathan says Newman is still putting out solid albums. I have a bunch of his stuff on colored vinyl from back in the day. And that is me caught up on everything. It is almost 11:30. I don't know if anybody else has any questions. I'm happy to tell you about if Next Imaginaut's still in the chat. I can tell you all about Tyler's visit, but I'm getting close to 3 hours here, so I'm running out of night. Forget it. I don't want to fight it out with you. Give us your channel name on YouTube and people can go watch why you didn't like Reptilian. This is a great question. Hey, Jess, what's your favorite Superman origin retelling story? I personally love Superman for All Seasons. Great book. I love Superman Birthright by Mark Waid. I love... Okay, Superman for All Seasons is really good. Superman Birthright. Superman's Secret Identity is great. Wait, what's the other one I love? Oh, wait. Secret Identity and Secret Origin. Okay. Secret Identity is great. Secret Origin is great. Superman for All Seasons is great. Let's see, wait. Where's another one? These are actually in some type of order. Secret Identity is awesome by Kurt Busiek. I will say Secret Origins is Taylor's favorite. My favorite is Birthright and Secret Identity by Kurt Busiek. Oh, I still have questions. Moon Knight Mark Spector omnibus coming out. Yes, I want to read that. That's the only Moon Knight stuff I haven't read, and so I want to read it. Oh no, quick. Ask more stuff. Would you rather fight with a giant or 100 million? I'm not. Oh, American Alien was good. That's for some reason it's not with my stuff. I'm so messed up. It's right here. I loved this book. It's really kind of a Clark Kent book, but yeah, Raphael, American Alien was good, and this shouldn't be over here. I think it's because I've run out of room on my Superman shelf, so I don't know what to do with my Superman books. Thank you, buddy. I'm not quite going to bed yet. As long as people ask questions, I will. Peace and love. I'll get okay. 10 more minutes. It's 11:26. Cycle Cleveland, you can time me. 10 more minutes as long as questions come. If questions stop, then I'll stop. I can't believe you did a 3.5 hour stream tonight. Thank you. I need to go back and watch the beginning. I think I've been on longer than Taylor. I mean, this part of the show is longer than the part with Taylor. There was a BurgerFi near me in 2019, but it went out of business. It seemed great, but it went out of business. I guess it wasn't. I never had it. It was hopping when we went in there right after the movie, but it was dinner time. We shot a 2:30 movie. We got out around 5. We got more milkshakes. Tyler is the greatest guy to have fun with. I mean, he is up for anything to do. He thinks everything is fun. I'm not kidding. He lived in my basement. I'd get up at 8. He'd already have been down here for 2 hours. He loved the basement. We had so much fun in the basement. It was awesome. It was awesome just to hang out with Tyler. Let's see. You really need to read Alan Moore's Wildcats, Kevin Nolan, and Travis Charest. Okay. Jess, what is the best Violent Femme song? When I'm trying to stun, I turn down the what's that one? When I'm walking, I strut my stuff, and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite. I just might stop to check you out. That's my favorite Violent Femme song. Yes, I live in San Francisco, you bastard. Oh, you're so lucky. And you've inspired me to see Gary Newman at Bimbo September 1st. Peace and love and thunder. Yes. I will just say, never mind. The end credits of that movie alone are just great. You may as well do a last sponsor plug when you have a chance. Good point. Organic Price Books, they're having a summer sale. There's a link in the description where I will put $2 off code Omnidog. They are having a summer sale. 5% off shipping 3 or more books with code Omnidog. Ship it together. Make sure you spell it right, and it needs to be in all caps. The sun rose here half an hour ago. Okay, you're in Norway. Last one, Jess. What would you say is your fave omnibus and most valued book? My fave omnibus. What is my fave omnibus? That is a tough question. My fave omnibus. I only get to choose one? Holy guacamole. My fave omnibus. Okay, we're limiting it to just omnibus. So I don't have that many Batman omnibus or Superman omnis because I kept a lot of that in regular form. Harley Quinn. And my most valued book? Well, it used to be Usagi Yojimbo Saga Volume 1, but then they reprinted it. But it might still be valuable. I found that for $60 down near where Tyler and I saw the movie back in 2015. Maybe Absolute Prometheia Volume 1, I think is hard to get. It's 3 absolutes. I think all 3 of them are hard to get. Absolute Top 10, that's kind of a crime. I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out if Top 10 is still available in print or a trade paperback, because that's an Alan Moore book that doesn't get enough attention. Damn it. I want it to get more attention. Naughty and Nice by Bruce Timm got a reprint. That used to be really valuable. But Absolute Prometheia is probably the most valuable one in my house, I would guess. Yeah, everything else has gotten reprints. Those sons of bitches. Maybe Grant Morrison's Zenith. That might be valuable. Maybe it's just me, but I think Superman's best stories are self-contained. Yes, like the original retellings, but do you have any Superman run recommendations? My favorite books are those origin retellings. They are brilliant. All of them are awesome. Superman run. Okay, I'm gonna have to go look. Tomasi's Superman. Tomasi's Superman. Yeah. Tomasi's Superman, the Rebirth run. So great. So great. I did a video on it. I'm pretty sure if you check my library, because I said you needed to read the last book. You needed to read Superman, The Final Days, and Superman, Lois and Clark, the last 2 trade paperbacks from New 52. You read those, and then you can go right into Superman by Tomasi and Gleason. Oh my gosh, so brilliant. I'm almost positive if you go into my library, there should be a video on that, because I remember talking about those 2 trades to understand exactly what happened. Now, if you don't have those 2 trades, well, just go to my video. It'll tell you what's happening. Yeah, Heroing, that's a great... You always ask good questions, Heroing. Thank you. So yeah, I would say, yeah, that. See if check my library out. I was so close to what? Oh, Kenny's still here. Just one last question for tonight. I recently got the complete series of Smallville seasons 1 through 10 on Blu-ray disc. What are your favorite episodes of Smallville? It's been a long time, but I loved it when, like the costume Teen Titans showed up. I saw it so long ago, I can't remember, but that was Boss. When I need to rewatch that season. I can't remember what season that was, Kenny, but it's when the costumed Teen Titans showed up in Smallville. I'd actually love to see that whole little episode, the episodes that had to deal with that. I really dug that, because it took forever for him to freaking do anything super. BurgerFi is fantastic. Had a hash brown on my burger. Not bad. Blister in the Sun. Thank you. That's right. Let me go on like a blister in the sun. Right. Exactly. Thank you, Joey. Hearing too, I like the new Krypton run by Jeff Johns and Batman Superman. Oh, yeah. The first Batman Superman. The second one's getting close to going out of print, if you care about it. But the first Batman Superman, you are right, Raphael. It is awesome. I haven't gotten to New Krypton yet, because I've finally put all of it together and I need to read it. But yeah, that first Batman Superman omnibus, Raphael's right, is awesome. Thanks for playing. Favorite in-print omnibus? People will get mad. Well, Harley Quinn, it's in print. You can get it from OPB. This place. I know it's there. Oh, you might be right. My Essex County slipcase. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Now I don't have the edition. There were only 50 made with the hockey card in it. That was out of print before I even got to Essex County. Yeah, that's right, Jacques. That's the Essex County slipcase is probably up there. I don't have as many whales as I used to because they've reprinted so much, and the collector in me is pissed off, but I'm pleased that so many people are getting to read these books now. So I'm sort of split. Evil Jess is pissed. Good Jess, happy about it. The JSA showed up in season 9. Okay, thank you. That's it. JSA. That's what it was. Yeah. Oh, good recommendation. Superman Smashes the Klan. Great book by the fabulous Gene Yang. He's awesome. That was the best, in my opinion. That was the best Superman run in New 52. It didn't last long because it was the end of New 52. That was some good Superman. Gene Lun Yang. I love that guy's writing. He can write so well. And he wrote Superman Smashes the Klan, and Joe's exactly right. That is a great book. Joe, next comment, tell us where your YouTube channel is. Come on, I'm trying to promote you. What are you doing? Superman, yes, has such a poor collected edition run from post-crisis Flashpoint. You are right. Superman Rebirth's run super amazing in the omnibus, so good. Feels a lot like the Christopher Reeve film in terms of tone and the artwork, so good. You are correct. 52 omnibus pricey. Is it? Are you asking me, is it worth getting? Only at like 50% off. They're asking a lot. Like that's the 175. If you're recommending Tomasi Superman, good point. You need to include Super Sons because it adds the whole family dynamic. Good point, Lloyd. Get Super Sons too. It's by the same people, Tomasi and Gleason. So fun, so great, so amazing. Get Superman. I forget what it's called. It has a title, but it's by Tomasi and Gleason. It's an omni of all the stuff from Rebirth. And yeah, you need to get Super Sons, which they sons of bitches. They reprinted it with the dinky little trade that I have somewhere here that came out afterwards. Then they reprinted it and included it. So yeah, Super Sons. Good point. Okay, great. Thanks for the recommendation. I have the Tomasi and Gleason Omni. I've read it. Okay, I liked it, but to be honest, I felt like it was a bit too overhyped to me. Okay, read Super Sons next. Do you have Super Sons? Because that adds to the story and makes it even better. Thank you for another entertaining episode. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hope DC reprints the Superman stories post Death and Returns. Yeah, it seems like Death and Return is all they ever print. They don't do anything with the other 90s stuff. That first Usagi is still what? No. 1800? No, you're messing with me, Texas. Is that true? $1,800? Fuck that. I may sell that thing. No, I won't sell that. JSA showed up in Smallville season 2 in the 2-part episodes about Justice. Yes, and I'm getting ready to go to bed because I'm exhausted. Oh, this is a good point. Your Madman signed edition by Graffiti Design is also highly valued and awfully. You guys know my collection better than I do. I love it. This is great. Jess, does it bug you when Superman and Batman aren't shown to be friends? Because I know that bugs people. I'm just curious what a longtime Superman's thoughts are on that topic. Yeah, I like it better when they call each other Clark and Bruce, and then they bring in Diana. That the Trinity, it feels better. Yeah, I get it. It does. I like it. That's what's good about the Justice book, is that they're calling each other Clark and Bruce, and things happen with them, to help solve the problem in Absolute Justice, or I think Justice is also available as a deluxe edition. Yeah, I like it much better when I know they keep each other at a distance, but in Tom King's run, they're like buds, and I loved it. Volume 3 of Tom King's Batman is one of my all-time favorite books. Peace and love to the people who hate Tom King. I loved that run. Loved that run. I know people don't like it. Fine. Peace. You're cool. Go away. Volume 3 is one of my all-time favorites, especially the date where they have to trade clothes and go into the carnival as each other. I loved that. Superman and Supergirl New 52 was hit and miss for me, as well as Action New 52. I did not dig. Supergirl only became interesting to me when she became a Red Lantern. Red Lantern was one of the best New 52 books out there. I know, but I want to know what the name of it is so I can promote it. Evil Riley is happy because a lot of manga is out of print. Wait, did you put a link up? Link up above? Where? Did you? Okay. Well, what's the name of your channel? Is it it's the Guzzbuzz. Sorry, I'm late. I'm going to bed here in 2 minutes. Where's Tyler? He went back home. Thank God. No, he was great. We had so much fun, and I'm so sorry it's over. We played like 9-year-olds the whole time. It was so great. Riley is like Scrooge on his pile of gold with all that manga. Good night. Yep, I'm getting ready to sign off because my laptop's actually ready to run out of juice. Jeff says, thanks for suggesting Harley by Stephanie Phillips and Gotham City by Brubaker. You're so welcome. I love it when people love my recommendations. It makes everything so great. I'm so pleased that you're pleased. That's awesome. Madman Library Volume 3 for September. There's only 5, so we're almost there. Tom King Deluxe Volume 6 comes out on July 26th. I got the trades, and I need a complete collection. So should I sell the trades and buy the book? When did this show start again? 3 days ago? The Guzzbuzz. Okay. Just 7 minutes past the 10-minute cutoff. I'm exhausted. You guys are great. Thank you so much, everybody. Organic Price Books. Code Omnidog, $2 off. So please, and Omnidog ship it together, 5% off, 3 or more books. Go to Organic Price Books. You guys are great. I will put the link for that Green Lantern book in the description. Thank you, James Abel, for reminding me. We played like 9-year-olds till he tried to get you to watch. Well, he got me to watch it. Adios. Thank you. Good night. Super great show as always. Thank you for all sticking with me for almost 4 hours. What am I doing? I love you all. Peace and love. Peace and love. Thank you so much for watching. And since this is Batterdays, I'll play us out with the Batterdays theme song. Thank you, everybody, for being so great.
Batterdays, Batterdays, Batterdays. your ergonomics. Taking questions from the chat